Yay, more 100 lives.
Yay.
And we get to finish the rest of the killing game round. Whatever the fuck happens here.
Yeah.
I'm like wholly prepared for everything to just be like abandoned.
Yeah, considering the other branches cast did end fairly quickly.
Like, I'm like, what else could they be? The only thing, I think maybe this will be an ending. Or like a different ending.
Yeah.
Kill the baby. I don't want to kill the baby though.
Abortion.
I don't want to kill the baby.
Abortion.
The baby didn't do anything.
Dude.
The baby.
The baby. Late stage abortion.
No, I don't want to.
Takumi said anti-life.
This one all the freaking pro-lifers say. Like, I can't believe you're killing this baby.
This full-grown baby! And Takumi's like, yep.
There's no other way. I have to kill the baby.
No.
Takumi, don't say that.
I have to kill the baby.
It was my responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with blood one last time. But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me doing this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others.
Ghost Boy's just in here.
He's like, what the hell is stuck with me?
Why the fuck did you say that out loud?
In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in front of the defense room. The baby's on the other side of the store. He was generating undying flames in his capsule even as I stood there. The door was protected by undying flames too. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with repeated use of fire extinguishers. With undying flames and not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. The suit Hideko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit Eito left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could even withstand the heat of undying flames. If the undying flames can't hurt me, the door is no longer unassailable. And this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Guys, I'm gonna get us what we need. The cryptoglobin we need to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words on my breath, I took a step closer to the door. And then he showed up.
There you go.
Of course he did. What the fuck are you doing? What the? You! The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the very door, protecting his physical form. He chose a really bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? No, of course not. Hydraulic press behind his back.
Yeah. What?
You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp on the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod you found underground, right?
Huh?
How did you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around. To inform you about something, I will keep it short. I am not feeling very well right now.
Huh?
Not feeling well? In what sense? Right. You can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? There is a particular space known as blood space in this flow. It is a distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a certain part of that space. My true form, the baby, is being badly affected by that aura.
The baby.
This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. For the last few days, I've been going around school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. You heard me talking with Commune? You were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. And as I expected, you decided to kill me. As expected, bro got clocked.
Damn.
So, you're here to stop me? I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Unfortunately, my powers are useless against you. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. Suddenly, something happened to the undying flames protecting the door. They completely vanished.
Huh?
Did you do that? But why? It's pointless to fight back. I've decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us?
Huh?
All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders, after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. I was touched to my core by the baby's kind-heartedness.
That's a way to put it.
Now I could go to the artificial satellite without fighting Vestiges. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Lamau.
Damn. Conditions.
What? Why not? Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Ato before he even did anything on day 2, and now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. You're dangerous. Letting you on the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me, here on this planet. It seemed like the ghost boy had got the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer.
Oh, where could he have gotten that idea from?
But who could blame him? I'd killed a lot of people, and now I was trying to do the same to him. If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I have my own dreams, and I want to see all the others fulfill theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... Alright, I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
I made a promise I didn't intend to keep.
Of course my
he did.
god.
Of course he did.
I hate you, dog.
The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I could take you down with me. Guys,
No.
what the hell is going on? He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt, but there was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. There was no need to stay in the suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transformed into my class armor instead. Then I started breaking down the door. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attack.
And surely nobody heard this.
Nope! The damage grew heavier and heavier. Don't worry, they're all EP. Until, at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping.
Quick, Ghost Boy, now's your chance.
Get him!
Get his ass.
With a loud cry, I charged towards the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Okay. Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword and, with a racing heart, sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
System down. System
Oh
down.
yeah, I forgot they knew
Yeah.
that shit.
Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
The emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system.
Bro, now they're all gonna be like, what the
Yeah.
hell did you do?
Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down.
Man,
All
they really don't have a
systems
lot of
shutting
reserved
down.
power. That
Yeah.
shit lasted a whole 2 seconds.
I guess not. The lights went out. I quickly ran through the bedarkened school campus. I handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom.
Takumi, you did as I asked. I'm sorry you always have to be forced to take on such painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry.
Never mind that. Just get the escape pod ready. I will call the others. I ran up the stairs of the school towards the roof. Wake up, everyone! Head to the escape pod hangar right now! Wake up! The escape pod is ready! I pounded on every door on the roof to wake everyone up. Huh? What happened?
Is there an enemy attack?
Just head to the hangar now! Everybody wake up!
How did everyone not already
I
wake
don't know, man. They're all knocked the fuck out, I guess.
Yes.
I ferried my confused friends towards the underground hangar. Everybody crowded into the escape pod.
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without Veshness's cryptoglobin.
Did you find a substitute?
We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh,
Who in the
yeah.
world could sub for Veshness?
Hey, wait! What do we do about the invader army? I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone! The school's completely defenseless right now!
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room? If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby. And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off. Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
Takumi! You didn't!
The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me. However, Tsubasa and Yuga each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard, tightly, without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
God.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
That makes us accomplices.
We're all criminals!
Yay! Everyone to the apartment!
Yeah, get in with our poverty apartment. Sorry, we don't have more room. We're just gonna have to
Bug. Okay, we're gonna have to. Spouse is like, okay, we're gonna have to slice out of Yugamu's room. And then everyone will share. It's like, what?
You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me that they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
Commune? How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
As soon as she said that, the inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
To your seats! This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
What the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
Whoa, 8G's in the view.
That's so many.
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G?
Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone!
We quickly found our seats and buckled up. At around the same time,
Omnidirectional attack will launch in 400
wait, are the
seconds.
missiles still gonna go? I know there's nothing powering them, but like, is it gonna happen?
Leading up
guess.
to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
The announcement that was supposed to play on day 100 blared out from the hangar speakers. Commune had successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were finally returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were going to come true. I feel like something's gonna happen. And I
It's
don't
gonna
know what.
explode. Baby juice.
I want to
No.
make something like this for the street kids once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others. Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
Why is the zombies not fun? I hate when they do this shit. I intend to do for Commune everything my mom couldn't do for me.
It felt like so long.
Yes, but everything is over now. Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
Wait, if it's gonna be in the schoolyard, are the invaders coming?
Especially because there's no wall of fire.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're all just gonna.
Hmm.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
As the second announcer played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more intense.
It's finally time! Let's go!
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape.
To outer space we go!
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
An omnidirectional attack.
Okay,
It's
yes,
over,
we know
Takumi.
about it.
Yeah. It feels like it's been a really, really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after.
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
Repeat. An
Okay,
omnidirectional.
yes, we know. We know. What the hell is going on? The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
What's happening?
What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset?
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Camille stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible.
Bro, the baby was like, Takumi, I know you're on goddamn shit.
My crypto globin's getting out of here, dog.
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
Exactly. For it to be insufficient is inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Camille kept staring at the screen, completely stunned.
The energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take flight.
I wonder why.
League of its own.
The moment Camille had said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have conned off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then. Everyone except me, but I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Dardabi on the artificial satellite. Happily living day to day despite being dirt poor. I did the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. Alright guys, you just gotta go kill Vegetables.
Yeah.
Outside! I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams of the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive! What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening!
Calm down, brother dearest.
No, I should be the one to get off. A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off. Get off, get off, get off, get off! Get off the stupid pod, Takumi! Get your ass out of here. But I still couldn't muster up the resolve.
Oh my god.
The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Izomi, Ima, Kako, Darumi, Yugamu, Immune, and I would never see Tsubasa again either. The invaders are here! The announcement alerting us that time was up echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode in it.
Vicious must have mobilized our armor to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had disappeared. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on Veshtas and her troops. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. Veshtas must have organized their troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We were more or less evenly matched with our hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill. Kill, kill, kill. Did we not even do the battle?
Damn.
Nope. Okay. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Veshnis and our main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to a miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revivomatic, broke down from overuse. How many times did you guys die?
Oh my god.
I didn't know we could do that, man. Bro.
We're in despair mode. One shot.
The 100 death. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another. And in the end, though we barely managed to defeat Veshnis, she took each and every one of us down with her. Okay.
LOL.
You know what? That's what you take.
Yes, honestly.
For not listening to the baby. For not listening to that goddamn baby. You had one job.
The baby gave you one freaking task.
Bro, you could have also not killed the baby.
That's also
would have
true.
been fine.
Should have been like, you know what? This was the wrong choice. We go back. Should figure out how to kill factions.
Exactly. Yeah, we're here, and we're all dead.
He's being a selfish bastard.
Well, alright. Cool.
I wonder if, because the next route is the one where, like, we go after the commander first, right?
Yes, this one is, yes, we have to go after Dalsha.
So I wonder if in this one we figure out that the sponsor is Ato.
Maybe. Oh, I think they changed the before decision. We don't have to go through the entire monologue.
Oh, right, yeah, because there's like a few, like, quality of life updates that.
Yes. And I think this might have been one of them. I think there was also, like, gift-o-matic changes that made it easier to, like, you know, do stuff.
Yeah.
But, well, I don't know. We'll figure that out
I
eventually.
think you can also hide the text box now.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to, like, see the whole scene. I think it's Y.
Oh, it does say. Oh, yeah.
Wow. So you can see everyone in their feetsies.
Yay. Anyways, we'll fight Dalsha. It's way better if we can avoid fighting the sponsor. Oh my god, Ato's still alive.
Yes.
Fuck.
Which means Ato's alive. Which means he's probably gonna do some fucked up shit in like the last few days.
Oh, yeah, I can't deal with Ato.
Ato jump scare. We have no idea what they might throw at us after all.
Oh.
Avoiding fighting an unknown entity sounds logical to me.
And our next opponent is Dalsha. I'll give it all I've got this time. That ogre popped me like a balloon. I need to get my revenge. Camille, please get to work on the poison for Dalsha.
Indeed. Follow my divine footsteps towards your fated victory.
Camille, I'll help you. I have a bit of medical knowledge. If I recall, Dalsha said something after we fought him last time. He said he'd come back to the school.
We'll start anew. Next time, it will be at your school.
If he says he's gonna come to us, then we'll let him. We'll set up poison traps around the school grounds and be ready and waiting to engage. We'll intercept him. It was settled. We wouldn't participate in round 4. Instead, we made steady preparations for whenever Dalsha eventually showed up. Great, I wonder how Ato's gonna fuck this all up.
Yup.
Ugh.
Ato, you should breathe in the poison.
How many goddamn
Take like a
things?
hit.
Okay. Day 87. Day 87 was when Dalsha finally showed up at the school. But his entrance completely defied our expectations. In more ways than one. What does that mean?
He's slaying.
Dalsha had just walked right onto school grounds. Oh yeah, they don't know he could do this.
Yeah.
After finding him standing out there, we rushed out of the school and over to where he was standing. How did you get here? What happened to the alarm? Why didn't it go off?
Alarm? What are you talking about?
Is this a commander? Yeah, his name is Dalsha. He's incredibly strong, so look out!
I was watching from the roof. He just walked in through the wall of fire like it was nothing.
This old timer has to be basically invincible if undying flames can't even touch him. Damn it, this wasn't in the plan. The fight wasn't supposed to start like this. Don't worry, another timeline, you guys literally were passed out on the ground.
Yeah, he literally just like sat by the bonfire. It's fine.
It was also sudden that we were thrown off. It's going to be hard for us to fight properly, even now.
I'll give you 1 minute. Calm your minds and prepare to battle.
He's so nice. With that, Dasha turned away and put some distance between us. He's waiting? He did mention he didn't like to do sneak attacks or something before, right?
Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry.
Yeah, we were about to get completely wiped out before we could even get started. We calmed ourselves down during the minute we were given. And then we began our battle against the practically invincible commander. Do we have to do this battle?
Probably not.
Baby. Oh, there he is.
Hey, King.
Let us begin. Come and prepare to die.
This is our last fight.
About
Everybody, stick to the plan.
What plan? Nobody told us anything.
We have traps buried around the school grounds. We just have to get him to step on one.
Reckless attacks will get you killed. We're going to need to use our wits for this fight.
Yay! No fish. My one weakness.
This is poison gas.
This shit stinks. Good as is.
I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. My vaunted defense has come crumbling down.
Don't turn tail and run just because your invincibility's gone! We urgently need you to die for us!
Now why would I run? I have been waiting to be cornered like this my entire life. I always fought to die in battle.
To die?
To die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors. Do you not also long for the pleasure of an honorable death?
Absolutely not. Because all we want is to live.
Life and death are but two sides of the same coin. For you to live, you must put your enemy to death. Now that the time has come, kill me to gain the life you so deeply desire.
Big boy. This happens, and Vexus is gonna show up, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no! I would have seen this coming! I thought that bomb on day freaking whatever, on day 12, killed her." Show up.
So I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me, but I have no regrets. I die a warrior.
I still don't get it. Deep down, doesn't everyone want to keep on living?
In this world, sometimes death is more constructive than continuing to live. When I defied that woman, I was ousted from my position as a hero, imprisoned. I despaired of dying in that emptiness. I am truly grateful you all appeared. Because now I can die on the battlefield as a warrior.
Thank you for fighting honorably.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack instead.
Yeah. I'm glad you were the last enemy we had to face.
Oh, about that.
It was an honor to have you as my last opponents as well. You are all true warriors. Now, finish me off like the warriors you are, and enjoy your reward of life.
If we get Dasha's cryptoglobin, we could take the escape pod to the artificial satellite. I held my sword over my head, ready to end Dasha's life. Before I could say anything in response,
Guess who showed up?
No, it's not me.
Oh, fuck!
it's fucking-
Ato!
I was also like, well, I wonder if Ato's gonna show up during this time. The fucking dude. Well, okay, so Ventress is still here then. Probably. But I guess maybe she's just not gonna show up.
If you're just not gonna order from it.
The sponsor's bees descended furiously from above.
What are these insects?
They lifted Dosha's body high up in the air, and before it could so much as blink. No, they got out!
They got it.
Guys, did you not think about this? They sucked all the blood out of him.
A truly incredible victory!
You know what? No, this is kind of silly knowing that his
Yeah, I
ass is in
know.
there.
Once you're a boss like that means you really are top-class hunters!
Suddenly appearing out of nowhere, the sponsor took control of the scene.
Oh, great. You're always just in time to ruin things.
Get out of here! I don't even want to look at you!
What are you doing here, sponsor? This isn't your scene. Drop Dalshaw's Cryptoglobin and get lost.
Oh, Takumi! I'm so glad to see you're feeling better. But if you're not sick anymore, you should really be hunting. That invader hunt without you is hardly worth running. Turns out, every good game needs a villain. A savage murderer like you.
Shut up and give us the Cryptoglobin. Do you want me to kill you right here?
Okay, settle down. I'll give your prize back here.
The sponsor cleared her throat and began to imitate the previous sponsor.
I shall divide this mighty prize among only the most excellent of my hunters. I'll split Dalshaw's Cryptoglobin between the current 3 top players. In first, Gary Amamiya. In second, Takumi Sumino. In third, Yugamu Amakagi. These 3 will receive the reward. Now then, please accept my gift.
The sponsor used the bees to distribute syringes filled with Dalsha's Cryptoglobin to the top 3 hunters. All of Dalsha's Cryptoglobin ended up in the hands of our team. In other words, we'd be able to launch the escape pod. I desperately fought to keep the smile off my face. I was so happy on the inside that I wanted to dance, but I couldn't show my emotions in front of the sponsor. I need to tread carefully until we launch the escape pod. With joy in our hearts, knowing we'd outwitted the sponsor, our team left the schoolyard. Okay.
I have a feeling it's not gonna be this either. I have a feeling his ass did not give all of the Cryptoglobin.
With Dalsha's Cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. We ran down the halls at full tilt. We arrived at the gym. Then, through the hole hidden under the loose floorboard, we went to the escape pod hangar.
Aha!
Camille, we got Dalsha's Cryptoglobin. We finally did it. Camille, give me a high five. We held up our hard-won syringes of Cryptoglobin and announced the good news to Commune, but... Huh? Commune? Oh my god!
Ato got her ass! No!
God damn it, you guys.
Ah.
Maybe she's taking a nap.
Hey, little shrine meter girl, come on out already. We called out, but Commune didn't come. She must be focused on her work inside the pod. I checked inside, but... there was no sign of her in the escape pod either.
Why? Why isn't she here? I told her it was dangerous, so she needed to stay put.
Maybe she noticed we were fighting Dalsha and went to see how it was going.
She was really worried about whether we'd be able to win.
Let's look for her. We can't let the twins find her.
I forgot they're not on good terms with them yet.
Yeah.
She's more than likely a target of the invader hunt. If the twins find her, they might go after her in hopes of getting her points. Like what happened with Ava. We sprinted out of the storeroom and looked all over the school. In every classroom, the infirmary, the war room, the rec room. We're going through all of them.
Yep.
But no matter where we looked, there was no sign of her. We regrouped in the gym. She's not here. We can't find her anywhere. Commune, where did you go? Stay calm, Nozomi. It's okay. We're gonna find her.
But if we still haven't found her, possible someone took her.
What?
If it was Ima or Kako, they might have already taken her outside the school. Since there's no point if you don't hunt them outside. And we need to hurry. We should all search outside. We ran to the entrance into the schoolyard in search of Commune. But we found someone blocking our way.
Oh boy, I wonder who it is. Hi.
The sponsor. Oh. And that poopy Ato voice.
Yeah.
What's the rush? Is it track and field today? Boo! We don't have time for you right now. We squeezed past the sponsor and started to run for the wall of fire. Are you perhaps looking for someone?
Huh?
I skidded to a halt in the dirt and whirled around to face the sponsor. Don't tell me. Did you take Commune? Commune? Do you mean... Or, I think this is the wrong... I think this is the wrong
I
tag
think it might be the wrong tag.
I think this is the sponsor.
I think it's supposed to be the sponsor.
I think it is. I'll say it in the sponsor voice, and if it's wrong, whatever. Commune? Do you mean that shrine maiden looking girl? How? Of all the people to find her, why the sponsor? Where are you finding her? Give her back! Give her back right now! Now, Nozomi, if you attack them, you'll be breaking the rules! Tsubasa had just barely managed to restrain Nozomi from grabbing the sponsor. Sponsor, you abducted her, didn't you? Oh my god, you snapped a little girl, you big freak! You better give her back! Make it quick and I will tell everyone you're a sick pedo! Can we leave words like abducted and pedo out of this? Gaito's like, I have standards!
Yeah! I want to kill everybody! So, let's...
Let's calm down, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a freak.
Yeah.
I was just doing your job of capturing a stray invader loitering on school property. You should be thanking me. I knew it. She must have realized we were fighting and got to check on us. Unfortunately, she must have run into the sponsor. Give her back! Give Commune back!
Please! Give me back my sister!
The sponsor silently stared at Nozomi as she screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want, sponsor? What do we have to do to get you to give her back? Tell us what you want right now. Can you stop accusing me of kidnapping? I swear I didn't snatch that invader girl. Liar. Then where is she? What a strange question. She's been with you this whole time. Oh my god, in the crypto globin.
Oh fuck, it's her crypto globin!
Oh. With us? What? What are you even saying?
You greedy fuck! He took freaking Dalsha's crypto globin.
And I just handed her out to the top tier players. Handed her out? You mean the syringes? What do these have to do with? Then it hit me. A vicious chill ran down my spine. I immediately pulled the syringe out of my pocket. No way. That's Dalsha's crypto globin in there. It has to be. It wasn't all that much, but that little girl had some crypto globin inside of her. I sucked it out of her and put it in the syringe along with Dalsha's. A special blood donation service for my hardest workers. Thanks, Ato.
Yeah.
Sponsor's laughter echoed across the school grounds. My head spun and I nearly collapsed on the spot. That means, while we were fighting Tosha, Commune was already... No, you're lying. You have to be lying.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You're messing with us.
If that's what you think, then take a look. Maybe you at least managed to find her body. Commune, where are you? Zoe was walking on unsteady legs, her expression stunned. Commune, where are you? Answer me, please! After that, we walked every inch of the school in search of Commune. The sponsor was just lying. There was no way she could be dead. That's what we wanted to believe, but... After night fell, we found a body in the corner of the schoolyard. It was drained of cryptoglobin and completely desiccated. But we were sure it was her. Wait, Nozomi! I couldn't stop her. She was mad with grief knowing her little sister had been killed. Driven by pure loathing, she charged at the sponsor. The zombies' attack didn't even graze them through the protection of the bees. And as punishment for violating the rules, she was executed.
Oh.
God damn it. Ugh. I fucking hate it. No, that's the end!
Oh my god.
What the hell?
So you don't even find out that it's him.
No! You just like, yep. Okay, cool. They're all dead now, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they just don't leave because they don't have the freaking cryptoglobin to like leave, right? Like, I don't think they can figure it out. Or like if they, I don't know, or maybe they'll just die by meshes. Man,
Yeah.
this route fucking sucks.
Yeah, shit. It's always a good choice to kill Hato.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, what the hell is this? Ask where the invaders are. Oh, this is if we say no.
Yeah.
I forgot this was, there's so many random ass decisions.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we say no and then Tsubasa dies and then we're like,
Yeah.
okay, done. Meh.
We couldn't do anything to stop this going to.
Where are the invaders? Like that, we'll be fine overall, guys. We'll be fine.
Oh yeah, and then so now Takumi won't have his depression nap.
I guess not. Well, he might still have it later. I don't need your help. I'll find more school invaders myself. Stubborn little Takumi. You really rather see Tsubasa die than accept my help? I won't let that happen. After firmly turning down the sponsor's offer for help, I walked out of the leisure lounge. Then I returned to my room and waited for morning to come. I went outside to hunt for invaders with my usual party and the newly recruited Doremi. We got on the bus and Tsubasa drove us as far out into the wilderness as she could. An abandoned hospital. An art gallery we stumbled upon. Damn, there's a lot of new CGs.
Yeah. Whoa.
And a massive high-rise building. We spent 2 days searching in all kinds of places. But even then... Day 77.
Ding dong, bing bong. Hi, Siri.
On the night of day 77, we still hadn't found any invaders, let alone killed them. Damn it. Why aren't there any invaders anywhere?
The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around in the vicinity of the school.
Probably so we can't hunt them anymore. What do we do now? Mr. Tsubasa's in last place! I don't want her to die! Just kill me for the points now, please! I already said no to that! What's the point of you dying to keep me alive? Makes me sad like that one more time and I'll never take a bath with you again! Again?
Again?
When did this happen? They're bathing together. No, wait, don't be distracted by that. I have better things to worry about right now.
Like the fact that Tsubasa's about to die.
Takumi, goddammit. Tomorrow's the last day of the third round. We can't earn enough points by tomorrow. Tsubasa will be executed at midnight.
I guess having a rematch with Dalsha is the only way out now.
Yugamo had quietly made the suggestion. Not super strong, Commander. I didn't even have time to move during the last fight with him.
Yeah, but beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. Figure we should give it a shot. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert.
Taking our chances with a ridiculously powerful enemy rather than sit around doing nothing was just the kind of reckless plan Yugamo would come up with. And I suddenly remembered something the sponsor had said before. That's right where you belong! The more desperate someone gets, the more they're willing to dirty their hands to change the situation. How exciting! We were in such a tight spot that taking a major risk was the only way to turn things around.
How's this sound? We'll head for the desert first thing tomorrow morning, find Dalsha, and take him down.
That's the only way, right? Oh, fine! Too bad for you, Dalsha! That old man popped me like a balloon before! I need to get my revenge! Right! Beating him will get us his cryptoglobin for escape pod fuel as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Despite our headstrong proclamations, the grim smiles on our faces betrayed our true feelings. We're all psyching ourselves up. Deep inside, everyone knew it was virtually impossible for this plan to work.
Oh my god, I forgot Takemaru's still alive.
Oh yeah, he is still alive in this.
For now.
Oh, see if he dies again or not. I found myself unable to sleep even as the clock ticked over from midnight to the next day. Is this really going to work? Once morning came, we'd be seeking out the powerful warrior Dulcia for battle. Our goal was to earn enough points to pull Tsubasa out of last place. It was the only option we had. Still, we all knew how terrifyingly strong Dulcia was from our last battle. None of our attacks could even scratch him back then. Isn't there another way? An easier target to earn a large amount of points from. Suddenly, an image surfaced in my mind. Huh? Don't
Hello?
Don't do that!
Hello?
Or how the hell is he even worse in this round?
Takumi!
You can't kill them!
Takumi! He was like, yes,
Oh,
I need to
fucking hell.
kill the children for Tsubasa. Because Tsubasa will really like that.
Oh, fuck, man. No! Faces of Takemaru and his team. Since everyone in the Special Defense Unit were targets as well, if we killed them, Tsubasa would be safe. Well, you can't kill all of them. You have to leave at least one of them alive so they can die at the end.
That's true. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, big dog?
No, what am I even thinking?
We're asking the same thing.
I shook my head vehemently in an attempt to shake that horrifying thought from my mind. How could I abandon my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate?
Apparently.
Trying to solve this by killing all their friends was out of the question. I'd be playing right into the sponsor's hands. Come on, think. What are our other options? Something with a high success rate that didn't involve harming our allies and ensured Tsubasa's survival. The baby! Don't do that.
I really thought he was thinking about the baby at first.
I tossed and turned in my bed, thinking the problem over all through the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa from certain execution. Before long, warning had arrived. Wait, that's it! As the morning sun lit up my room, a light bulb lit up in my head. I had found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just that, this method would prevent all future deaths in the game as well. I quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done... Where the hell is he going? Where the hell is he going?
Motherfucker's just leaving.
Tsubasa and I took the school bus out of the academy together. After we reached flat ground, Tsubasa switched the bus to cruise control and came to sit by me. What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind, but shouldn't we have gotten Yugamu and Dadami as well? They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape. Just you and me. Are they gonna leave? They're just gonna leave.
Girl, girl, what the fuck you mean?
I don't know.
Girl, the I hate to break this to you. You don't know this in this timeline. The sponsor, his name is Eito. Eito, as we can all tell, is obsessed with you. There's no shot that motherfucker didn't put like a fucking like freaking Apple tracker on your ass and is like watching your every move.
He's coming after you.
You're stupid.
He's gonna be like on top of the bus.
Yeah.
Like that
He's
one.
under the seat.
Yeah. He's the bus driver.
Wait, if we're both sitting here, then who's driving the bus?
You look over and it's him. He's like, hey guys. Our escape? Yes, we're running away. From the sponsor and their bees. Okay, I don't know. I looked up at the sky from the window and saw a single bee tailing the bus. That bee was the game monitor, put there to stop the participants from escaping the hunt. It would follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. Or so we had been made to think. The truth was...
Huh?
Will that bee really follow us everywhere we go? If we use the bus to cover more ground, maybe we can wear it down eventually. But that bee's physical abilities have been enhanced with Hemo Enema. It's not going to get tired that easily, right? I have no idea, but it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running away from the game before. If we do manage to get away safely, you'll be saved. Not only that, but no one else will need to be executed in your place either. Because according to the rules, only the person in the last place of each round gets executed. If Tsubasa kept running away while she was in last place, nobody would ever be executed again. That was how the game would have to go, according to its own rules. But doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to the school? Yeah, but don't worry. I've stocked the bus with more than enough food, water, and fuel to last us for a long, long time. It's not the food I'm worried about. Why are you here with me? Now you can't go back either.
Huh?
Me? Don't sweat. Just like that? Shouldn't you think this through a little more? Tsubasa is so concerned.
Tsubasa has finally, like, this has knocked her out of, like, the Takumi crush route. Like, this has knocked some sense back into her.
What's there to think about? It's like, this is fine. Tsubasa was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was simple as that. Takumi, you really are an idiot. Never mind. She's still down bad.
She's even more flattered now. They're both stupid.
Okay, well. She smiled, looking a little exasperated with me. I forgot that because Takumi hasn't gone super depressed yet, that she hasn't told him about their dream of being roommates with everyone. So he doesn't know.
Nope.
You're so reckless. Or maybe daredevil is a better word in this case.
Don't bring him up.
What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all. You let the love is blind. It just... What? Oh my god. Get out! You sound like some sleazy pickup artist! Get out!
Yeah.
Tsubasa ran back to the driver's seat with a bright red face. She's supposed to throw up. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over on roads with fewer obstacles. A few hours after driving around in shifts, I looked out the window and realized something.
It's gone. It's gone. The bee that's been following us is gone.
Really? It finally gave up?
Yeah, but we can't assume anything yet. We should keep going, just to be sure.
We kept on driving the bus for a few more hours. Eventually, it became dark outside.
I can't see in front of us at all. Are you sure we can't use the headlights?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bugs are drawn to bright lights at night, aren't they?
There are too many obstacles lying around here for us to use cruise control. I guess the safest option is to stop for now.
Yeah. I don't see the bee anywhere. We'll stop here and rest until the sun comes back up.
The bee's just chilling on the top of the bus.
Yeah. We found a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. Now they're back on the bus. We held it together under the same blanket, just like the last time.
Our great escapade went pretty well.
The sponsor must be panicking. Now they can't execute you for being in last place.
Bro, A2 is gonna show up right behind us. And be like,
you just gotta press the bomb button and hope it works.
I feel like there's probably like some distance to it. Like, I don't think he can do it from the school. The execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. We'd successfully escaped from the invader hunt.
Oh boy, this is honestly a huge relief. I don't think we could ever have beaten Dal Shah. I was so sure today would be my last day on Earth. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
You're so silly. I promised I wouldn't let you die, remember? I'll always be there to protect you.
Tomorrow too?
Yes. And the day after, and the day after that. Always.
I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I would protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe, because a few minutes later, she closed her eyes and her breathing started to even out. She was probably tired from the stress of driving all day. I leaned my body against hers and decided to turn in for the night as well. And that was how I fell asleep, with a comfortable feel of Tsubasa's warmth next to me. Maybe that was why I had the most beautiful dream that night. Okay, this sentence doesn't make sense. What the hell is this? The dream I was having would...
I think maybe it's like a continuation of the last sentence in the weirdest way possible. Because he was like, I had the nicest dream. A dream that I was I guess that he's missing a that. A dream that I was having a nice peaceful breakfast back at home in the Tokyo residential complex. I think it's missing a that.
I think it is. I was like, what the hell is this? Mom was smiling happily. Kadoa and I were smiling happily. It was the scene of a time when I was still ignorant, of a place I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there. I promised to do that for her before. If I showed up at home with a girl, even one who wasn't Katawa, I bet Mom would literally start jumping for joy. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village, so much Tsubasa would feel bad she couldn't eat it all. I would be surrounded by those I loved. How I longed for that day to come. You left Nozomi in the school!
You know that Nozomi is... Whatever.
That was my dream for now. I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. So how the hell are you gonna get back? Bro, you left the fucking rocket.
Yeah, dude, the world's gonna explode on day 100.
God. We could make it come true. I was sure of it, now that we had safely escaped from the killing game.
Dude, Eito probably...
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
God.
That's a horrifying image.
It was a little, like, terrifying when I realized what I was looking at.
I'm like, dude, I know this damn bee is still on this fucking bus.
Bro probably took a nap on the top of the fucking bus. And was like, alright, it's midnight. Time to go kill him.
Oh my god.
I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. Tsubasa and I would always be together. I would always be there to protect her. Today, tomorrow, and forever, until the end of time. Bro, it's gonna end right here.
Oh my god. That's crazy work.
Yeah, escaping our fate, my ass talking me. That plan was shit!
Oh.
That plan was shit!
Yeah. That plan kind of sucked.
God. That didn't even work!
Nope.
It didn't even fucking work.
I was kind of scared because I was like, dude, if like Eito could blow them up from that distance, then like imagine Takumi just sitting there and talking to Tsubasa and then she like randomly blew up.
Yeah. Well, so let's see, what else do we still have to do? Let's see, I think this was us all killing each other. Yes, because it was like killing Ava, and then we all die. Alright, what the hell is this? Oh, this is saving Jesus Christ, this is so early.
Oh, yeah.
Hidiko's alive.
Yeah.
For now.
Moku's alive.
Oh yeah.
Kyoshika's alive.
Oh my god, there's so many alive people. Unheard of. I guess we're not going to save Donami. Yeah. I wonder how this will go wrong.
Probably sister so many ways. Well, at this point in the route, you guys gonna be happy about this.
Oh yeah, he fucking names Donami. Yuho was right. If the anti-sponsor alliance got wiped out now, all hope would be lost. The best we could do was survive and carry on Hidiko's will. As I made to leave, my gaze fell on her, now on the verge of death.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Hideko, but we'll definitely bring down the sponsor. I promise.
Yugama and I turned around and started running as fast as we could. I'm sorry, Hideko. I'm sorry. I mumbled words of apology over and over again under my breath as we dashed across the town ruins. Okay, great. You made it back to school by the skin of our teeth. I threw myself onto the bed once I was in my room, exhausted from the non-stop fighting since morning. But my heart couldn't rest. The weight of my regret grew heavier with each passing moment. Hideko, Donami. I could have saved him if I stepped in. I abandoned my allies to certain death. No, I didn't. I shook my head, yelling in an attempt to reject my self-reproof. By the time I'd seen them, it was already too late. My decision to flee was to avert total annihilation. I'd made the right choice. I didn't abandon them to die. They were already beyond saving. Who the hell is he? Is that Yugama? Is it Tsubasa? Because I know that she was there.
Oh.
Like, watching it all as well, so I wonder if it's her. He might be here to talk about what to do next. Now that Hideko's dead, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of the anti-sponsor alliance. I opened the door to let Yugama in, but somebody else was on the other side. Oh! It's you three!
Oh.
Takebaru? You and Kako too? What do you guys want?
What do we want? Quit playing dumb, you freaking scumbag!
Did they also see?
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Did they know?
Oh. Grim Reaper.
Takimaru grabbed hold of me, an enraged look on his face. What's this about? Why are you so angry?
Why wouldn't we be? 2 of our friends just got killed!
Two? You mean Hiroko and Doremi? We checked the rankings just now and saw they died all of a sudden.
That didn't seem right, so we did some investigating of our own. And guess what? We received eyewitness reports that confirmed you committed the crime, Mr. Sumino.
Guys, did Tsubasa tell us?
Yes! Tsubasa, finally!
Oh, fuck.
It only took 4 hours. Hiroko and Doremi are dead. She had snapped out.
Oh, God. She never was in there to be the
Thank God, you know what?
What? Crime?
Zoe saw you leaving in a hurry with Hiroko and Doremi this morning. 2 people you were hanging out with suddenly dropped dead? What do you think that means, genius? I'll tell you what it means. It means you killed them.
I didn't. It wasn't me. We went out to hunt invaders together, but then the Squad 3 commander showed up, and then... I explained what had happened without going into too much detail. I told them about Hiroko, Doremi, Yugamo, myself, forming a team to carry out a certain operation. When the commander suddenly showed up, he killed Doremi and Hiroko. Yugamo and I had no choice but to escape.
That's a lie if I've ever heard one. Makes a lot more sense to think you're the one who killed Miss Amemiya and Miss Shizuhara.
Those 2 occupied the top positions in the rankings. You must have split them up so you could take their place. Who would kill another person for that? I get it, you don't trust me. But you can check with Yugamo, can't you? He can attest to the fact that I wasn't the one to kill them.
I don't believe a single word that perverted clown says.
Besides, you might just be colluding with each other.
Therefore, I'm afraid we found you guilty on the basis of a long string of circumstantial evidence.
And now, you're under arrest.
Enjoy your stay in the courtyard cage. Don't forget to make friends with Ava.
Wow, I forgot Ava's still alive in this round.
Hi, Ava!
Well, he's
Yay!
in the cage now.
In the cage! In the cage!
No! Stop! Let go! Let go of me!
Calm down and stop resisting.
They caught and restrained me before I could say anything more. Okay. So, we're just in the cage now?
Do we get POV in the cage? Oh.
I was thrown into one of the cages in the courtyard. I didn't kill them! You got it all wrong! Let me out of here! No matter how hard I tried to protest, Takimaru refused to listen. I was left to languish in the cage. I stayed there day after day after day. Eventually, we reached the end of the first round. Is he in last place now? Yep,
Yeah.
oh, there he is. Since I couldn't take part in the hunt anymore, I'd fallen to last place, and the bees came for me. Alright, well that's easy, I guess.
Well,
Goodbye. Let's see. Round 1 loser. Wait, I forgot this is the first round. Oh my god.
Yup.
Wait, does that mean that they got Shoma to literally kill some invaders too? Like they somehow convinced him to?
They've had to have, yeah.
Because he apparently like didn't even go outside before, but I guess they were like, Takumi's gonna be the one that's gonna die.
Yeah.
So get your ass
Because
out.
he killed 2 of our friends, you had to go, avenge him or
Yeah.
whatever.
I wonder how the rest of that round plays out with that. They probably all
Right.
die.
They probably
They probably probably not very well. Anyways, now we have to say no to teaming up with Yugamo, which is the most idiotic one I feel
Yeah.
out of all of them.
Yeah, sorry, Yugamo. No can do.
Sorry, I'm just gonna die. Like I'm literally half expecting him to just die.
Yeah.
Takumi's like, nah, I'm good on my own.
Nah.
Literally about to pass out. I'm good on my own. I'm not gay.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't swing that way. You're a bit too late for that.
Sorry, I can't team up with you. I was convinced Yugamo had been plotting something, given that he went out of his way to approach me after I had been ostracized. The things he usually talked about already made me uneasy. He probably just wanted to torment me for his own amusement.
Oh, for the love of murder. You're a cautious one, aren't you, Takumi? Turning me down is as good as having a death wish, you know? Unless you have someone else in mind.
No, I'm not going to team up with anyone. I'll survive by myself. So stop following me. With that, I ran away. I ran and ran until I was nearly out of breath, trying to get away from Yugamu as quickly as I could. The thought that he might be trying to kill me struck fear into my heart. But no matter how far I ran, I didn't feel safe. After all, I was up against a professional assassin.
And his long arms.
Oh yeah. I continued to run around with heedless abandon. Where am I?
Oh, fuck, I know.
I realized I'd ended up in a place I'd never seen before. Where is this? Which direction is the school? I started looking around at my surroundings. Oh no, the invaders.
Wow.
All of a sudden, a huge swarm of school invaders popped up from the shadows. Of all the times to show up! I spun around and began to flee. Despite my best efforts, I was unable to shake off the pursuing invaders. They kept coming after me relentlessly, trying to intimidate me with their weird cries this whole time.
I didn't know they made noises.
I guess they did. I'd been running for what felt like hours, but they were still hot on my tail. In fact, there were now even more invaders than before.
Oh.
And then it finally happened. I tripped!
Go.
The invaders managed to completely surround me. I saw no way out. The only thing I could do now is fight. But I can't possibly beat this many invaders by myself.
Somebody, help me!
Of course, it was pointless to call for help.
Yugamu, are you out there somewhere?
Bro fucking laughed, man.
Yeah, dude, he's gone.
Bro went home. He's like, alright. Nope, I guess I'm not having a partner today.
Yep. Damn, this gay shit never works out.
He wouldn't come help me now. Not after I slapped away his offer to work together so thoughtlessly. Wow. Who would have thought, man? Being mean has its consequences. Sorry, I can't team up with you. Why did I turn down his offer to help? Oh right, because I'd gotten so paranoid. I lost my mind after falling out of favor with everyone else, and took that frustration out on Yugamu. But all he really wanted was to save my life. It was too late for regrets. I was truly alone now. They stopped making the noises. The invaders were getting more and more excited, like animals licking their lips before a big meal. They found me isolated from the others, and now they couldn't wait to start tearing me apart. Slowly and steadily, they inched closer. And the closer they got, the stronger the smell of death became. My breathing quickened. My body was trembling. I instinctively understood that this was the end. As I looked death in the face, I finally understood how powerless someone who was completely isolated could be. Somebody who had lost the trust of others, who had lost the ability to trust others.
Okay, girl.
Cool. Well, somebody like that was already as good as dead. Great, I'm glad you learned right before you died.
Yay! This is why you always take offers from from gay people.
Exactly. Alright, I think that was the last one.
Yes.
Great, we're at 24 endings. We're almost a quarter of the way through.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm curious to see what numbers these are, because this is 92. This one is 91. This one is 90. So it like keeps going down. So this should be 89, right?
Yep.
This is 89. This one is 88.
87?
85.
Whoa.
What the hell?
Okay.
86. Okay.
87?
This one's 87.
Okay.
Okay, they're all
So
like
this is
contained.
from 85 to
92.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting sequence of numbers, I will.
So I'm assuming maybe this one, like this other branching ground's gonna be the
others. Okay, so this is the one where you don't join the invader.
Yeah, you're like, nah, I'm good.
I wonder what will happen here, because they did say that they were gonna kill everyone if you don't join. So
I wonder if we find out who like the OG sponsor is.
I mean, I think it's just like the Gi using dead bodies to do shit. I don't know if there's like a actual like specific. Maybe there is a specific person.
Oh, Gaku's still dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead. But don't worry, everyone else is alive and probably. Well, they kind of hate Takumi a little bit. Like
Yeah.
half of them kind of hate Takumi a little. Other than not joining the invader hunt. No. No killing game, guys.
No,
Trust.
sorry, Darmy.
This is gonna be the only one that shows up, man.
Guys, here's what I think. I'm not going to join this invader hunt thing.
Right, of course not.
A rational decision. I hope you can all follow my lead in this.
I know I will.
There's nothing to be afraid of if we all reject it together. Hey! Don't speak for everyone just yet. Oh my god, Carmel's alive! That she's alive!
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, Shoma showed up and I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot I voiced it.
Oh god. Mean you're joining? Of course! I'll never get a chance to live out my fantasies like this again! Besides, the name Invader Hunt makes the game sound like it's going to be an absolute blast!
I'm with Takumi on this one.
You'll find me playing that game over my dead body! This Invader Hunt is just a culprit trying to trick us into believing it'll be fun, but it's clearly stated on the blackboard that this is a killing game! The recording said as much too.
I'll follow Takumi's lead as well. It's against my artistic principles to kill for entertainment. This message doesn't make any sense anyway.
So many characters.
The sponsor said it said those not in the game will be eliminated, but would still get eliminated sooner or later if we did join.
Don't be stupid. Nobody has to die if we win, right? Right? Anatomy, are you listening to yourself? Huh? You're taking this I love killing these persona a little too far, don't you? I am not. I'm just saying what I really think. Nanabe's pigtail swayed as she vigorously shook her head in denial, but there was definitely some uncertainty in her eyes. What about you, Hideko? You haven't said anything yet. Either choice is fine with me. Of course you would say that.
What do you mean?
I'm not interested in this game at all. I am, however, interested in finding out the sponsor's identity. They'll make their move eventually, whether we join this silly game or not.
That's when we'll swoop in and bring that sicko down, right?
Wait, I have a question for this. So, like, where the fuck is Eita? Like, so obviously he becomes
here?
like.
Okay, because the end when we kill like the multiple sponsors, right? The sponsor was like, "Oh, this is fine because I just finished like training my apprentice or whatever."
Yeah.
So I don't think. I mean, unless Eito's been here since the beginning of the game.
I think he's the thing that's been plaguing the ghost boy. You know?
Yeah, the aura.
It's like those are evil presence from the future, which is like him, right? So is he here already? I forgot if we've talked to him yet or not. It has been a while since we've seen him, and I don't remember if it's happened.
I think we did talk to him because when Gaku died, we were like, oh no, we can't ask Ghost Boy who killed him.
Yeah.
Because he already said that he wasn't gonna show up.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, because like the Ghost Boy doesn't know that he killed Gaku if Takumi did kill Gaku.
Okay. So yeah. So
his evil aura is here.
Yeah. So Eito is somewhere
just
here.
slinking around.
Oh god, I don't want to have to deal with him. He's just gonna show up out of nowhere. If someone dies and it's not from weird multiple stab wounds, it's Eito. Yeah. Otherwise, it's Takumi is still infected.
Yes, Takumi is still. So we have to wait till the other till
they need to get here faster.
Yeah, so they can stab him with because we're on day 25.
Yeah. Okay, lots of things to think about. That's more or less what I was thinking. And we haven't answered. Yes, we're not going to join the invader hunt. Donovan, you don't mind, do you? I do mind, but it's not like I can play a killing game by myself. Now go with the majority. She really wanted that killing game. Okay, now what? After that, we decided to stay together until the stipulated time. We didn't know what might happen, and there was always the possibility the sponsor was actually one of us. Staying together meant we could prevent the sponsor from trying anything. I didn't tell anyone about the second reason though. They all seemed convinced the sponsor was an outsider who had infiltrated the school. Well, they were acting like they thought that anyway. The sky turned dark as we whiled our time away. Finally, it was 7 p.m., the time mentioned on the voice recorder. That was when I threw the door to the leisure lounge open. So, not because I wanted to join the game, of course. I was there to declare, as team leader, that none of us would be joining. Everyone else stood outside, just in case. Turning around, I could see the others trying to peer into the door, which was slightly ajar. There was nobody inside the room, not even a faint presence. After looking around, I lifted my head to the ceiling and shouted. Hey, are you there? Can you see me? I'm here to tell you none of us will be joining your stupid invader hunt. No response at all? Have it your way. That's all I wanted to say. Have a bad night. What is he, 5?
He's total of 5 years old. I didn't realize, sorry, this is such like a stupid thing to point out. I didn't realize that the punching bag in the back swayed.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Ever so slowly.
Freaking corn on plate situation.
After that cold farewell, I turned around and stepped out of the leisure lounge. Alright. Well.
Yippee.
Oh boy, you really said it. And after the sponsor said they'd kill us all if we refused to play the game. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Will it be okay? Kaku got killed the last time we did this.
Well, you don't have to worry about the sponsor for that.
Yeah. But that killer fled and went outside the wall of fire, right?
Most likely, yeah. That's why the sponsor of the game probably isn't one of us. Kaku even said this morning that the handwriting was different this time. I can't be completely sure because they used spray paint. If the sponsor wasn't the one who killed Kaku, there's also the possibility this entire thing was just a prank. So we need not be unnecessarily shaken. That's if the sponsor wasn't the killer. The truth of the matter remains to be seen. Everybody fell momentarily silent after that.
Question. What's the plan for tonight?
Plan?
Our sleeping arrangements. Where should we all spend the night? I'm definitely sleeping in my dear sister's room. I'll be staying with Takimaru's. No way. What? You don't trust Takumi, even after he saved my life? You and me are through, man.
Oh, wait, so we're on the Takimaru likes Takumi, right?
Yes.
He saved his life.
Okay. Like, I forgot that Takimaru was a bit, like, wish-washy about this. Because he hated him.
Yeah.
And then Takumi, like, risked his life for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so then Takimaru was like, okay, he's fucking chill.
Yeah.
So he's not the killer.
No.
And the killer has to be an outsider. Right, because like the school, they're like split up in thinking if Takumi's the killer.
Yeah.
Or if an outsider was the killer.
Yeah.
And Takimaru is chill right now.
Yep.
And is not about to kill us at any moment.
No. Okay.
God bless. The Tsukumo twins aside, why don't we sleep in our own rooms like normal? Just lock the door and you'll be fine.
Sorry, those doors seem kind of flimsy.
No, I've had about 3 separate people break down these doors.
I agree. There were 13 people here. Making everyone sleep in pairs would leave one person out. Just sleep in a fucking tree. I don't know, man. Sleep in a group of 3. You never been in a group project where you have an odd amount of students?
Yeah, like, okay. I don't see the problem here.
Alright, but why not put that person with one of the other parents? See, Nozomi got Nozomi got this. We should avoid having 3 people in one room. It's too risky. Why is that riskier than putting 2 people in... I don't understand Hideko, man. Risky? Why? Not again. Our team's already discussed it to death, and now I have to repeat myself?
Yes.
Yeah, please, Hideko. I haven't played this round in so long. Despite her complaint, Hideko carefully explained to those from the other academy why we decided having 3 people in a room together was a bad idea.
That does make sense.
We should all go back to our rooms then. I don't know what the explanation is. Did she talk about this before? I just forgot. Like, Oh wait, I think it was something to do with no, I remember now. It was before Gaku died, and it was Gaku, Hiroko, and Takumi in the cafeteria, and they're like, well, we can't all sleep together because if Hiroko was like, well, if you two gang up on me, then I'm gonna be dead, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, something. It's kind of
like
stupid.
if they were if the two people that like are working together to be killers or whatever, like pair up with one person, then it's like easier to kill them. I don't know, man.
It's kind of stupid.
But like, it's like, okay, then if that person dies, then it's kind of fucking obvious.
No, you just triggered the mother of all death flags, and you don't even know it. Well, anything to spice up things around here. It's good we're not gonna die again. I decided we all returned to our rooms to sleep after dinner. Eva insisted on sleeping in Kako's room, but nobody protested on that point. Alright, who's dead? Who's gonna be the next one?
Ding dong.
No.
I saw somebody on Twitter saying that they like went back to playing Danganronpa 1.
Yeah.
And they thought to themselves, man, I miss Siri.
That's a terrible thought.
You know it's bad when you start missing Siri.
Yeah. In the morning, I headed to the cafeteria for breakfast, only to find that everyone else was already there.
Oh.
Cool. Great.
That's
fantastic.
Good. Swipe. Yeah, it seems like everyone's here.
1, 3, 9. Oh my! How is it that I count 14 souls? Because you're terrible at math. There were only 13 people here. 8.
I see 14 souls, but I don't know where the 14th one is.
He's hiding under the table.
You see, nothing bad happened.
So it was just a prank after all? But by who?
Huh? And for what purpose? If you're asking me, I think the most likely suspect is...
We all turned to look at Tanabe. No, it wasn't her! Wait a minute! You're accusing me of being the game's sponsor? I don't think so. Tanabe doesn't have the guts to pull something off like that. Yeah, you underestimate me. I may not have guts, but I've still got my brain meats. They're small and overpowered, but they're all the same.
Oh, for the love of murder.
Hey, can't we just be happy that nothing happened?
Please excuse me for exposing you to my foul-smelling dumpster breath, but why don't we all have breakfast together?
After breakfast, we all headed off to do our own things, relieved that nothing bad had happened after all.
Yippee.
As for me, I went back to my room. Almost immediately, a visitor came knocking. I opened the door to find Tsubasa standing outside. Why the hell is Tsubasa here?
Hey, girl.
Huh?
Did something happen? You asked about Ava's mask yesterday, remember? I brought it here for you.
I forgot Ava was also here.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know she was here yet. Oh, thanks. Sorry for the trouble. Oh, we can finally give her mask back. After all of this time.
Thank God.
I took the mask from her. What are you going to do with that? I was thinking of returning it to Ava. What? You trust her now?
Huh?
Not really. It's just... Oh, I know. You fell in love with her. What? Of course not. Tsubasa narrowed her eyes at me and I felt my palms get sweaty. Never mind, it's none of my business. Everyone's free to love who they want.
Love is love, I guess.
Tsubasa, God.
Not that I have anything to say about it, of course.
God.
I'm an ally.
I told you, that's not it. But since we're talking about the mask, I looked it over out of curiosity. And found something pretty interesting. That mask isn't an ordinary accessory. It actually comes installed with a bunch of high-tech features. Oh, I guess that's all the shit that Camille put in there.
Yeah.
Infrared night vision, zoom functions, organic light detection. There's even a miniature air tank inside that allows it to turn into a gas mask. Using that air tank, the wearer can survive completely shut off from the outside world for as long as 30 minutes. That's amazing. It almost sounds like it'd be a waste to give it back to Ava. Give it back to her.
Girl.
You wouldn't be able to use it, Takumi. It's custom made to fit a specific shape. Eva's the only one who can wear it. Guess I might as well give it back after all. Even with the best technology in the world, she can't possibly harm any of us inside that cage, right? Tsubasa thought about it for a while before nodding in agreement. By the way, weren't you gonna give us more information about the enemy? You did promise to be useful if we spared her life. I actually think it'd be best if we could get her to join us as an ally.
Ah,
An ally? Yeah, so that she could fight in defensive battles along with us. We need some kind of safety measure before allowing her to cut loose, of course.
Like giving her a lobotomy.
Who's gonna do that, though? Siri's not here, guys.
Yeah.
We can't lobotomize people. Normally, at least. Like a collar with a bomb, maybe? That should put everyone at ease, right? Give her a small bomb, too!
Dude, she already has a small
But they don't know, I
I guess
think.
that's
Wait,
true.
do they? I don't
No,
know.
they don't. Because she said that to like Takumi way later. Like after she got pissed off at
okay.
him and then like she like forgave him even though I don't think she should have,
Okay.
but like whatever.
Okay. If she tries to run or do anything funny, all we have to do is stop. All we have to do to stop her is to press a button to activate the bomb. A bulb lit up in my mind as Tsubasa was speaking. Tsubasa,
ah.
let's say there was already a self-destruction device in Ava's body. Would it be possible for someone else to activate it?
Oh.
I think they know already, or at least he knows already. Maybe.
Yeah. When the fuck?
I don't know. It depends on how the bomb was built. If the detonation mechanism was designed to be triggered remotely, then maybe.
Ah.
Huh. In that case, your plan might actually work. The detonator is on my joint it's on a joint on my left-hand pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. There's also one in your stomach, don't forget.
Yeah.
Wait, you were being serious? You weren't just speaking hypothetically?
Ah.
Do you think that's something you could do? You want me to create a detonation device with a bomb inside her? Yes. Once it's done, we'll have the perfect safety measure. A bomb. And then we can allow Ava to join us, huh? Alright, I'll give it a shot. Awesome. I'm counting on you. Okay. Cool. After Tsubasa left, I went to look for Hideko to get the key from her. The key that would open Ava's cage. I walked into the courtyard, her mask in hand.
How are we gonna convince her to kill invaders though? Because she was just lobotomized earlier.
I don't know, maybe we'll find her daughter or something. Talk to me. Here you go, as promised. That's my mask. It sure is. I opened the cage using the key Hideko gave me.
And Ava killed me.
After handing Ava's mask to her, I closed the door and locked it again. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know what to say. No need, just keeping my promise. Well, I'll be seeing you. I turned around, giving a casual wave as I walked away. Cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. John.
Okay. I'm back in my room, but now what?
Huh?
There's nothing for me to do here. I may as well go take a walk around school.
Free time.
Oh
Free
my
time!
god!
Free time!
Actual free time with lots of people to talk to.
Yes!
Wow.
Although the only people we can talk to. I mean, Takemaru's alive.
He is alive.
And likes us.
Yes. He's not a poopy asshole to us. The hell does he want to say? Wait, do I haven't unlocked all this stuff yet? Oh, I have. We don't
No.
need to talk to him.
Damn, sorry, Takemaru.
Talk to Kyoshika. No, we also don't. We can make gifts. Or wait, we could go level everyone else.
That's. Oh wait, no. Didn't we spend all of it?
Yeah, but I think we have more.
Why the fuck is this group of people here?
I don't know. They just do whatever the hell they want. Well, we can level up everyone except Eito and Kaku. So, let's see.
Dude, Eito is so low level. It's kind of fucking
It is.
funny.
He's gonna be ass later. Wait, guys, I have to make everyone learn that you have to yell.
Oh, you're so right.
I need to do it. There has to be a battle where everyone is just yelling at each other.
Oh, and it's really cheap too.
Exactly. Only 600 for just a bunch of screaming.
Yeah, no, you got a lot though, because I remember we were like at like 600, I think, and now we're back to 25.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a decent amount of battles, I think. Oh, fuck. We need material. We need minerals.
We need rocks.
Maybe we'll go on to next. Who else? Here we go. See, I feel like every time I level things up, I'm like, man, who's gonna die first?
Right?
So I don't level them up. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go get more materials, because I think I need materials to level some of them. That's the hallway. God damn it.
Oh yeah, they show you where they are now.
Yes,
Too.
so I don't have to fucking run around.
Yuck.
Are you in this stupid hallway? Anyways, I'm lazy. We're doing a simple exploration.
That's real.
Oh, we also need more textiles. Whatever. I'm lazy about doing actual exploration.
Go time!
Give me some rocks. Good enough, I guess.
Rocks.
I got 60 rocks.
60 rocks.
That's it. Goodbye. I went to bed after an uneventful day. No, it only seemed uneventful. Something may have been brewing behind the scenes without me noticing.
It's Ato. Ato's brewing.
God. But since I had no way of ascertaining that, I decided to simply go to bed and embrace sleep for the night.
Ascertaining. Is that a word?
I guess it is.
Maybe Takumi's just making shit
I
up.
don't know, man. They use a lot of big words that I wouldn't expect them to
In
use.
this route, they have been using a lot of big words.
I woke up as the morning announcement played. It had barely finished when a piercing scream resounded in my ears. Who the hell is dead?
Oh, hi, Shoma.
Oh.
Well, at least it's not Shoma, but Shoma,
Well, it might be
Shoma's screaming.
Who knows? I jumped out of bed and dashed out of my room. Hideko Tsubasa and Takemaru were out on the roof already. Was that Shoma just now?
Yeah, I came out running out when I heard it.
I was already here when she came out. The scream came from the back of the building.
Are you sure?
Trust me, I've got a dog's hearing.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, bro.
We made our way down the stairs as quickly as we could and headed for the back of the school. It didn't take long for us to reach our destination, where we saw... Oh my god! He's dead, but he's not- okay, he's dead but he's not like drained of blood, so it was not the bees!
No, it's not the bees. Also, he just screamed, so that means he just got killed.
Yes.
Which means, and if Takumi's on the roof, it seems really unlikely that it was him.
Wait, what if it was the voice change? Sorry, that stupid voice changer has been at the back of my stupid mind for the entire time.
Oh, like someone
because they've never used it in the entire killing. Like they haven't used that specific voice changer.
Or like none of us use the specific voice changer.
Because that's like all the students had voice changers. That was the only time they ever had to do like voice changer shenanigans, right? But they never used like the one that like didn't come in a suit.
So okay.
So I think
the scream still came from the back of the like Takemaru still knew that it came.
Yes.
So unless it was pre-recorded and then played?
I think maybe. Well, we'll see what they determined during the autopsy or whatever the hell. Because if they determined that like he was killed like hours ago, but then it was like, well then how did we hear him scream? It's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of like how this like this Takumi Gi would make that function.
I guess it might have been like a recording that was set to go off like in the morning or something.
I guess.
You know? And then it's like, oh, it had to have happened right now, and you guys just saw Takumi come out of his room,
yeah.
right?
Like, you guys are key witness.
God damn it, Shoma, he always dies.
Oh. Poor poo-poo.
I rushed over to check his pulse and breathing.
Nothing. He's dead.
And he also seems to be stabbed a bunch of times, just like Gaku.
Does it look like he has like something like carved into his chest? Like it kind of looks like a P shape.
Was that on her shirt before?
Was it on his shirt?
It might have. Well, hold on.
Hey girl, I know you're dead, but
well, let's see. He's like not dead, you know?
Not yet.
Oh no, he has that on her shirt already.
Okay, so then that's just multiple stab wounds. Yeah.
No way!
By this time, other team members had come running as well. It was Nozomi, Moko, Kyoshika, Yugawa, and Kurara. They gasped and their eyes went wide as they saw Shoma's body.
Shoma!
Impossible!
What is this? Is he breathing?
No, unfortunately.
Get your act together. It's too early to give up.
We just heard him screaming. He can't have been dead longer than 10 minutes.
Right. We can use the Revive-O-Matic to bring him back.
Let's
I don't know, man. The Revive-O-Matic is very unreliable when it comes to stab
Yeah,
wounds.
the Revive-O-Matic's just like, bro, I don't know how to deal with this. That's a knife.
But just one moment.
The hell?
Sir Ima, Lady Kako, and Lady Darumi have not shown up yet.
Hey, you're right.
Maybe they woke up early and went to the cafeteria first?
Even so, they should have heard the scream. Weird that they didn't come running like the rest of us.
This isn't the time to discuss that. Get Shoma to the infirmary now.
Yeah, I'll carry him there on my back. I don't know how to work the Revive-O-Matic, though.
I'll come with you. The rest of you can go look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi.
Got it.
Fucking Mario put Shoma on his back and immediately ran out to the infirmary with Tsubasa. The rest of us then split up to look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi. Since the person who attacked Shoma could still be looking nearby, we split into teams for safety. I partnered up with Hideko. We decided to start with the cafeteria.
It's like kind of sad for Takemaru too, because he literally just told him to like that he didn't fuck with him anymore.
We made our way there as soon as we could, but there was nobody else inside. Ima, Kako, Darumi, anybody here? No response. Looks like they're not here. Yes, let's try somewhere else.
They're probably gambling in the rec room.
Turning around, we dashed down the hallway towards the gym. But when we got there, don't tell me they're dead too. Hey, I can't open the door! Is it locked? I peered through the small opening in the slightly ajar door. There's a latch. Someone latched the door from inside. Hideko and I looked at each other nervously, neither daring to breathe. We're going to have to break the door down. You're right. On three.
On three, Stab.
1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. The door refused to budge even after we threw ourselves against it numerous times. I don't know, it seems like a pretty shut metal door, I won't lie.
like, what the fuck did you... I thought they were gonna, like, change into their fucking, like, animal forms.
Soon the noise we were making started attracting the others in the gym as well. We need some help here, guys. What we were trying to do was obvious enough that we didn't have to explain. Everyone nodded, took a couple of steps back, and prepared to charge the door. Ready, go!
No countdown?
No, they're just going. The latch broke apart with a crackling sound, and we all tumbled into the gym together. And lying on the floor in front of us.
Yo!
What the hell?
Poison?
Huh?
Little bottle?
Interesting.
This is...
unbelievable.
I ran to Kaku and put a finger on her neck. There was no pulse. She was deathly cold. Hideko came from behind me and started examining Kaku's body. When she had finished, she turned to look at the others and silently shook her head.
But it's okay! She couldn't have been dead for too long, like Shoma!
Then we should take her to the infirmary now!
Yeah.
Zoe ran over to Kaku and lifted her up. As she did, something fell out from Kaku's right hand. What's this? A medicine bottle? By the time I noticed it, Nozomi had already run out of the gym, carrying Kaku's body. As the rest of us started to leave, Hideko suddenly spoke up. Wait, Yugami, you go with Nozomi. Moko, Kyochiga, Kurara, continue looking for Ima and Darumi. And Takumi, you stay here. What? Why? Just do as I say for now. I'll explain later. Right. Let us be off at once. The others nodded at each other and then ran towards the hallway, leaving only Hideko and myself at the scene of the crime. Why only me? There's only one exit here, and it was latched shut. Well, they could be hiding in the secret compartment that they don't know about.
Nope.
This is kind of, like, interesting to think about if you don't do the other route first, I think.
Right?
Because then you're like, how the hell did they get out of here? Well, I turned to look at the exit. Lying on the floor nearby was a mop that had been broken into 3 pieces. The mop handle had been used as a makeshift latch. It would be impossible for someone to latch a door like that from outside, which means this incident happened in a locked room. It's a locked room mystery! Wow!
God.
Guys, this is just like Danganronpa. This is actually Takarapa now.
Yes.
None of this invader hunt nonsense.
No,
Back to
it's a
good old fashioned
proper
killing game with a mystery and everything.
Yep.
Assuming this is true, there are two possibilities I can think of. Can you guess what they are? I answered hesitantly. The first possibility is that, as much as I hate to say it, Kako killed herself, right?
Oh.
Yes. Look at the bottle that dropped from her hand. What does the label say?
Ah.
TTX.
Huh.
It's an abbreviation for tetrodotoxin. Jesus
God,
Christ.
who the fuck names this shit, bro?
I don't even know if this is real. It might be some weird fake ass medicine they invented.
That's true.
Huh.
It's extremely poisonous. Swallowing just 1 or 2 milligrams is fatal. Are you saying Kako drank this? I don't know, but we'll have time to think about that later. The other possibility is the more pressing one. Because if Kako didn't take the poison herself, it didn't take me long to make the connection. The killer is still hiding somewhere in the gym? Yes, if there is a killer, that is. That's why I told you to stay behind. Alright, let's look around.
Tetrodotoxin is a potent, naturally occurring neurotoxin found in some fish, amphibians, invertebrates, and blue-ringed octopus. It's named after like the fish family, which like includes like all the puffy fish, like pufferfish, porca, pinefish, and whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well.
So it's real.
Okay.
People just be naming shit.
Yudoka and I searched the gym as cautiously as we could. Despite leaving no stone unturned, we didn't find anyone hiding anywhere. I'm assuming that whoever it was, because I don't think Gi Takumi did this. This doesn't feel like their MO.
No, because Gi Takumi likes only killing one person at a time because Gi Takumi doesn't know when they'll wake up.
And they really like doing stabby.
They really do like stabby.
They really like making a mess out of things.
Yes.
This doesn't feel like making a mess out of things.
No. It's a very clean kill.
Yeah. And also it was done in a way where it's like the locked room, where it's just like, dude, literally Gi Takumi would just like leave.
Yeah.
Be like, alright, bye guys. You can find this later. I don't care.
Goodbye.
So maybe it's like, it could be him. Oh, fucking hell, man.
See, I hate that now he's a part of the equation.
I know.
Because now I feel like I'm living in paranoia.
It's him.
That he's gonna jump scare me.
And also, technically, the first sponsor still exists.
They did say that, oh, we're gonna eliminate everybody if you don't participate in the killing game.
So
I assume there's gonna be a batch of them killed, right? Like I'm assuming Ima and Darumi are dead. And then they're probably gonna come back again and be like, you join my killing game or else more of you are gonna die.
Maybe. This makes it clear that Taco. No, Taco! This makes it clear that Kako took her own life. Does it though? Shoma was found sliced up at the back of the building around the same time. Don't you find it strange that someone killed him while Kako killed herself? No, there's nothing strange about that if Kako had been the one to kill Shoma. Kako would never do that!
Yeah.
After stabbing him to death, she ran into the gym, locked the door with a mop handle, and ingested a poison to kill herself.
Also, respectfully, do you think that she could break a mop into 3 pieces?
I don't know. No, I think it was like the mop was there, but then when they broke the door, it broke into 3 pieces.
Oh.
Like, it was like, in the handles or whatever. I decided to state my opinion objectively, even though I really didn't want to say those words out loud. Maybe, but that wouldn't make sense if Kako died before Shoma. Remember how Kako felt when you touched her body? Yes, she'd already got completely cold. I noticed it too. It's probably been several hours since she died. So Kako killed herself sometime last night? And then somebody killed Shoma sometime this morning? Or Kako was also murdered. That's a possibility as well. How is that possible when the door was latched from the inside? Wait, there's something more important here. If Kako had already been dead for a few hours... Yes, I'm afraid it's already too late for her. Oh no.
It's probably already too late for Shoma.
Where the hell is Ima? Where is he?
Oh.
Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Yugami were in the infirmary when Hideko and I arrived.
And where's Takemo?
I think, didn't he go, like, to find the rest of them or something?
Maybe.
They were standing around with brave looks on their faces. How are Shoma and Kako? We managed to successfully revive Shoma. Oh, he's still alive?
Oh,
okay,
whoa.
maybe it wasn't Takumi then.
Yeah,
Then
it could not have been. It could not have been Gi Takumi, because Gi Takumi would have made sure that that motherfucker stayed dead.
Oh god. Okay, wait, so he was killed a few seconds ago, or not a few seconds, but like a few minutes ago, because they were able to bring him. They did its job for once! The fucking Revival Medic!
Yay! Congrats, Revival-matic, for actually doing the shit you're supposed to.
Okay, so Shoma's alive, but Kako's dead.
Yes.
And Kako was killed before Shoma.
Yes.
Hmm.
And we don't know the status of Ima and Darby, but I'm just gonna assume they both died too.
Hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, what a relief.
But he's still unconscious.
His physical body has been restored to full health, but it seems like he hasn't recovered mentally from the attack yet. Where is he? Sleeping in his room. Takimaru's taking care of him.
Ah, that's where he is.
And what about Kako? We did put her body in the Revival Medic, but...
Alas.
Kiriko and I went behind the Revival Medic to look at the monitor. What was written on the screen made our hearts sink. Cause of death, respiratory paralysis-induced asphyxiation. Estimated time of death, day 27, between 1 and 4 a.m. 1 and 4 a.m.
So, like, late at night. Everyone should be
Yes.
asleep.
Hmm.
And then Shoma died and got revived. Probably. I'm assuming it was before the morning announcement. So it's before 7.
Yeah. Traces of TTX poison detected in body. Oral intake of TTX presumed to have led to respiratory paralysis-induced asphyxiation. No external injuries found in body. Too much time has passed since death. Impossible to revive. Man, they should use the scanner thing more often.
Yeah.
The silence of the room was broken by the door being thrown open and 3 people running in. Oh, there's Dodami. Dodami, you're safe! Where were you all this time? In the rec room, playing slots. Oh, of course,
See,
you
I
were
was
right.
right. Yeah,
you were right
she's
about that.
gambling, bro.
You were doing what? You can't blame me. I overslept this morning and didn't see anyone in the cafeteria. I just assumed everyone was off doing their own thing.
Yoshika and I found her in the rec room and dragged her here. You've already told her about Shoma and Kako.
Still, we didn't know yet if they'd been successfully revived, so here we are.
Did it go well?
Just then, 2 other people barged into the room noisily.
Oh, girl, I'm so sorry.
No, oh god, bro, he was gonna fucking lose it.
Oh gosh, dude. Ugh. Miss Suzuki told me what happened. I fell asleep in my dear sister's room last night. When I woke up, she was nowhere to be found. I've been looking around for her ever since.
I saw him running around the hallways like a headless chicken and brought him here.
Where's my dear sister? What happened to her?
I explained the situation to everyone who had just arrived. The news that Kako could no longer be revived hit everyone like a ton of bricks. Tears started welling up in Moko and Kyoshika's eyes while Kurada was sniffling away under her mask. Dodami alone shed no tears. She had a vacant look on her face as she stared absently into space. And as for Ima...
No! 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 Dear sister! My dear sister! No!
With an anguished cry, the distraught Ima lost control of all reason and started lashing out. We managed to wrestle him to the ground and pin his limbs down even as he struggled violently.
Wait here while I go grab the gamma fuel.
What the hell?
He's gonna knock his ass out?
I'm assuming it's some kind of anesthetic.
Oh.
The fact that it's highlighted in red means
Yeah.
it's gonna be important later.
Oh,
Don't
for
forget
sure.
about that.
Gamma feel, got it. Taking notes.
What's that?
Don't worry.
Powerful anesthetic. We have some in the biolab.
How convenient. I guess that's the anesthetic he used when he did surgery on them to switch their bombs.
Okay, I think he might have made that shit up.
Oh.
Alright, it's not like a real thing. Because the first thing that showed up was like some fraternity called Phi Alpha Gamma.
Okay, well, whatever. Yugawa dashed off as quickly as he could. He came back a while later with the gamma fuel, which he then injected into Ima. The drug caused Ima to weaken and slump over. Yugamu observed him closely.
All is fine now. He's unlikely to wake up before tomorrow morning.
Damn, that shit is strong.
Yeah. Should have given that, like, shit that, like, knocked Takumi out for, like, multiple days.
Well, that was because of his super smart-ass syndrome that knocked him out for that long. We moved the unconscious Ima to his room and assigned Moko to watch over him. After that, we took Kako's body to the morgue. Be careful about that morgue. Don't let those bodies out of your sight, man.
Can we double check if they're all there?
There were now 3 bodies lying on the tables in the morgue. Kako's body was the smallest.
I don't need this commentary, bro. I'm gonna cry.
I kept staring at her. When I closed my eyes, I could still see her innocent smile. I couldn't believe the girl I had thought of like my own little sister was now gone. What the fuck did you think?
When did you get this revolution, dumbass?
He's becoming Nozomi. He's like, everyone's my little sibling now.
Yeah.
An indescribable ache spread through my chest at that thought. Unable to stand the pain, I forced myself to look away. No, Kako! Guys, what the hell is going on? Oh, hi, Ava. Ava, I thought you were gonna put your mask back on.
Right? What happened?
After that, we went to the courtyard to check the cages. Ava was still inside hers, the door securely locked. Yuriko and I went on to tell the others what we learned from investigating the gym. The improvised latch, the bottle of poison, and how there had been no one else inside. That you guys know of. While we were talking, the sun had set and the darkness of night was slowly taking over. It was already evening. Since nobody was in the mood for a meal, we gathered in the leisure lounge instead of the cafeteria.
I wonder if Tsubasa might die next. Because I feel like if she knows about the hidden room, right?
Oh yeah,
and then
she does
goes
know.
and then she doesn't want to tell anybody, but she'll go down and investigate herself. And then she'll get killed.
Maybe. That would make sense if she was the next one. Sir Takimaru, were you not supposed to be attending to Sir Shoma?
Yugawa took over. Shoma's still out cold, but he's physically fine now.
I just don't understand why Kako would kill herself. As I've already explained, we don't know for sure that it was suicide. We haven't found a suicide note, not in the gym, on her clothes, or in her room yet. But the gym door was latched shut from the inside. And you didn't find anyone else in there, correct? Yes, but I found it hard to accept Kako had killed herself when Shoma was clearly killed by someone else. Why would she even do such a thing? I won't be fully convinced until a clear reason surfaces. I think she was murdered too, by that sponsor who was trying to get us to join the invader hunt. They did warn us this would happen. We all heard that what that recording said, remember? All who refuse to join the gang will be eliminated. All who refuse, that means the rest of us are targets too.
You're telling us that sponsor wants to kill us all?
The first threatening message said something about everyone dying too. It sure did. The first and second threats, we assumed they were written by different people because of the handwriting. But I'm starting to think it was the same person after all. We went against the first note. We ignored the demand to leave the academy and chose to stay behind instead. That gave the culprit an idea. I'll hold a killing game and force these guys to murder each other. But when we went against the second request as well, they decided they were going to do it themselves. And by it, you mean killing us? Yep, it all makes sense when you think of it this way, doesn't it? That would mean the perpetrator has already murdered 4 people. 4? Sir Gaku, Lady Kako, Sire, and Sir Shoma. Though Sir Shoma was lucky enough to escape the jaws of death. So we're up against a ruthless serial killer here.
We can't just let someone butcher our friends and get away with it scot-free.
Then how do we find them? Haven't I mentioned this before? The killer may very well be one of us. Everyone tensed up at Hidiko's words and started exchanging suspicious glances.
And now we have even numbers.
Yes, we do! Although I don't think I don't think Ima wants to be with anyone.
Yeah, no, he's probably gonna be depressed and napping for a few days.
Not everyone is a suspect. It would have been impossible for Takumi, Tsubasa, Takimaru, or me to have done this. Okay, don't say that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
but like,
are we crossing off all our T's here, bro? Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, Now I feel like there's no way that Takumi could have done it, right? I don't know.
I mean, it
Maybe.
could, but it's just like so out of the MO of the other gi that I'm just like, it doesn't feel right. And I'm like, okay, I don't think it's the original sponsor either. Because the original sponsor's goal was to get rid of the other invaders. That's why there was the invader hunt, right? Because
Yeah, well, they just wanted a bunch of dead bodies.
for
their, their
Yeah.
whole thing.
Maybe that's why they tried to kill multiple people.
Maybe.
So I'm back to Time Traveler Ato.
I feel like maybe it is Time Traveler Ato. He seems a little suspicious and a little hungry for blood.
If he's here.
A classic. I think. Well, he's here somewhere. He has to. How can you be so sure? Oh, that's right. The four of us met each other on the rooftop this morning, immediately after hearing Shoma scream.
He was stabbed at the back of the building, even if we could teleport. There's no way we could have appeared on the rooftop right after slicing him up that badly. He wasn't thrown down from the rooftop after being stabbed either. His body hadn't taken any fall damage. He had a water bucket on.
Classic. Just a moment. If all four of you were working together.
That's fucking stupid. I would never work with Takumi.
Yes, it would definitely seem possible from your point of view. That would also mean 1 in 3 of our teams are killers. I don't think the SDU would be worth much then. Line of reasoning isn't strong enough to prove your innocence. Anyway, what were the rest of you doing at that time? I remember those who came after us were Nozomi, Kyoshika, and Kurana. Moko and Yugami too, though they aren't here right now. Where did you guys come from? I ran from the entrance hall. I simply found myself in a group as I was heading to the back of the building. How did you know to go there? Well, I heard Shoma scream, but I chose to wait in my room first before making a move. Then I overheard you guys talking outside. You said something about the scream coming from the back of the building, remember? So I followed you to the scene of the crime. Nozomi and Dadami said the same thing, but I couldn't tell if they were telling the truth. Whatever the case, there was no denying the perpetrator could have joined up with the group halfway through without anyone realizing. Your suspicions are misplaced, especially when there is a much likelier suspect to cast aspersions on. Yes, someone who didn't even show up at the crime scene. Wait, you mean me?
You were totally trying to get us all to join that stupid killing game.
So when we refused to cave after the second threat, you decided to... Hey, it wasn't me! I had nothing to do with that threat. I overslept, that's all. We all shut down and made deeply suspicious looks. Her dismay and bewilderment were palpable. Beads of sweat rolled down her face, making her makeup red. Hey, can I say something? I think it's counterproductive for us to be downing each other like this. How are we going to handle future battles if we can't even stay united? Let's calm down and think about things rationally. Under normal circumstances, the probability of the killer being an outsider is a lot higher than the alternative. But would an outsider be able to slip in without triggering the alarm? Well, that's... Yes, they can. Don't worry, we figured that out months ago. Maybe it was Ava. No. Impossible. We checked the cage just now, remember? She was still inside and the gate was properly locked. Not only that, I have the key right here. This is the only key and it can't be duplicated, as Hideko said. Also, I locked my door last night, so nobody could have stolen the key from me while I was asleep. What if you were working with her? I can debunk that theory. Takumi has been with me since morning. Even if he had let Ava out of her cage last night to stab Shoma, he couldn't have locked it back up this morning without my knowledge. You need the key to lock the cage just as much as you needed to unlock it.
That means it's one of us.
No, it can't be! There has to be a way for someone to come in without triggering the alarm. There's always the possibility that no one slipped in off.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the killer could have already been hiding in the academy before the first team was dispatched here. That's true. If they were already here, they wouldn't have triggered the alarm. So that person's still hiding somewhere in the school right now. All of a sudden, Tsubasa raised her voice. I know. I can make an organic light detector device. Oh, we've had this before. We've had this happen before. I'm not gonna lie, this thing does jack shit off.
Yeah, especially because it doesn't count the baby. It
doesn't count the baby, and it's like you can't tell who the fuck is who. So
it's because it's anti-life. It supports post-birth abortions.
Organic life.
Detection device.
Put simply, it's a machine that detects the number of large living organisms on school grounds.
Maybe the baby's not large enough.
I guess not. It won't be advanced enough to pinpoint their exact locations, but having a precise number should tell us if there's really an outsider hiding here. You can make something like that? I found a similar function while investigating Ava's mask 2 days ago. I took the opportunity to study it thoroughly. So yes, I can make something like that in 7 days maybe? A week? Okay, fine.
Whatever.
7 days. Until then, let's stop being suspicious of each other like Nozomi suggests. We'll assume that the killer is an outsider until proven wrong. What do you guys say? Everyone nodded in agreement. The moment I saw that, the world around me started to spin. Huh? What is this? That was the last thought on my mind before it shut down completely.
The key is taking over.
Fucking hell, man.
The key wakes up and is like, oh! 39?
What was it before? Like day
27.
Oh!
Because I was doing the math. I was doing the math because I was like, okay, so it's like a week. So like 34.
Yeah.
Would be the day when the device is finished.
Talk to me. What the hell happened to you? Wait, when was the last time he passed? Okay, so I'm trying to remember because the last time he got injected, he only passed out for like a day. This time he passed out for a little longer than that. Yep. But he has also passed out for like multiple days before for being injected. But also, when the fuck did he get injected?
No.
Anyways.
I don't know. Hiroko got his ass.
I don't know, man. I woke up to a now all too familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. A classic. It was deja vu this time. She noticed right away that I was awake yet. Oh, yep. Leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room a few more times than the last before finally coming to a stop. Wait, has this happened already? Oh wait, he has! Wait.
We could check the map too.
Because this is the... Oh yeah, wait, this is the one where he took the hit for Takimaru, right?
Oh,
and then he passed out for like 10 days. He woke up, went into another battle, passed out for another 3 days.
Yep.
And now he's passed out for another 3 days. Man, look at all this content here.
Yeah, like, look at how much we did during this freaking killing game round.
And then Takumi casually passes out for another 10 days. Okay, dude, sure, what the hell? And then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting out. What day is it today? Day 39.
Huh?
I fainted on the night of day 27, so I've been out for 11 days. Yes, we're almost out of emergency feeding drips. Why did I lose consciousness? I didn't get stabbed on day 27, and my old wound didn't reopen. Nozomi regarded me with a somber look on her face as I mumbled to myself. Then she gave me the diagnosis. We think you have the fainting disease.
The fainting
what?
disease.
The huh?
Does he have like POTS or something? Like what the
Huh?
Fainting disease? Also known as psychogenetic pseudosyncope. A disease that causes you to suddenly lose consciousness after being exposed to strong psychological shock or stress.
So motherfucker stress passing out?
I guess. Like your mind just blows out. I have a disease like that? Yes. After what happened to Shoma and Kako on day 27. Your mind suffered a heavy blow, and even though you somehow made it to nighttime okay, the moment you felt like you could relax, your mind completely shut down, just like that. How could you tell I had the disease? This is the 3rd time you fainted out of the blue, right? And it always takes you a long time to regain consciousness. This doesn't seem like normal behavior, so we decided to scan your brain. Using the Revivomatics diagnosis function. I don't remember contracting any disease like that. This is what the machine's analysis said. Traces of treatment found on damaged parts of the brain. Thinking disease likely developed as after effect. Huh. Wait. So his brain is damaged. In some way.
Traces of treatment found. Wait, did he already get stabbed with the healing?
No, because that happened when they were like talking about like the QB liquid, which means they already found the the escape pod by then. So that because that happens like after the killing game starts, and then they team up with Tsubasa, and then Tsubasa's like, hey, I have this cool underground bunker thing, and then he gets stabbed somewhere in between them.
Because I was gonna be like, well, if he got treated already, then that could be the treatment on the damaged parts. Like, it, like, killed the gi, and then the treatment healed the thing. But if he hasn't been healed yet, then I have no idea what the fuck this is on.
That's assuming that in that one thing that was when he was actually healed, because technically, I guess he could have been healed on, like, or maybe, you remember on freaking whatever, the day before, the day Gaku died, right? He was also knocked out mysteriously. Whatever the fuck happened there. I just thought that maybe, like, they tried to eject him, but then it didn't work, and then he went off to kill Gaku. But maybe it was like they did inject him, but it didn't work or something, and then he still killed Gaku, and then they had to do it again, but it's like you can still see the traces of it on his brain or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
So the gi could be dead, and that's like the damaged parts of the brain, and then he could have maybe been started to get treated, and then he developed a fainting disease as a symptom.
I don't know. Treatment on damaged parts of my brain? I don't know what exactly happened. At any rate, the damage isn't life-threatening. It doesn't affect your cognitive functions or your judgment. So that part's nothing to worry about, at least. Easy for you to say. This means I could faint again if something stressful happens, right? Yes, but I'm sure it'll be alright. Vlad.
Ooh.
Guys, this is just super smart-ass syndrome, but a little less funny.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't explode.
Oh, we're gonna skip so many fucking days.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. As long as we make sure nothing too stressful happens again. Another murder. So, has anything changed? Oh yeah, everyone's dead. Changed? Like, have you guys learned anything about the killer vials out? No, we haven't made any progress in that area. The unknown killer remains at large, and we don't have a single clue to follow. Nobody's been attacked since then, so we're still alive at least.
So make the device?
I don't know. What about Shoma and Ima? Shoma's regained consciousness already, but he said he doesn't know who stabbed him. You can ask him about it for yourself later. And Ima? He's barricaded himself in his room and hasn't said much to us. Just a word or two when we deliver food to him. Needless to say, he didn't fight in the defensive battle that happened on day 33. Ima, Shoma, and Doremi sat out the battle as well. Are those three still suspicious of me? Yes, they seem to think you're the most likely suspect. But even if you weren't the one, it had to be someone from the SCU. That's what those three believe. Okay. What about the life detection device? Izumi and I headed to the cafeteria together, where everyone except Ima, Shoma, and Doremi were gathered. Hey guys, he's back.
Hey.
When they saw me, they said things like, "You're awake," or "Thank goodness." Everyone was quietly rejoicing about seeing me on my feet again. Wow, they don't hate him. What a shocker! The reactions were a lot more subdued than before. I could hardly blame them. This was the third time I'd woken up after losing consciousness for several days.
Yeah, the surprise kind of wears off.
At least that was what I thought. It turned out they had another reason to be despondent. The dark, gloomy aura that hung over the group indicated there was something more at play here. Yes. Can we find out? I finished breakfast and returned to my room. Soon after, Tsubasa came knocking. Let me guess. There was only like, oh wait, how many people are left? 13? 14? No, 12. 12! There's 12 of them, because Kako died.
Yeah.
You see how dejected everyone seemed just now, right? Wanna know why? Sure. She pulled out something from behind her back. What's this? The organic life detection device. Oh, right, you finished it. 5 days ago, yeah. And now I wish I hadn't. Why not? Because this is the reason everyone's jumping at shadows. She turned the device on as she spoke. 13? Okay, it's fucking Eiko, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cause...
Unless, like, we're doing that thing again where, like, one of the invaders snuck in. And he's hiding around, but I don't think so.
I think it's Eito. Because he should be here in this timeline.
He should be.
Because the freaking future thing and all that with the baby, right?
Yeah.
So, like, he should be here. Unless he's, like... Because he can't have escaped the wall of fire. I don't think he left either.
Like, he couldn't have left the timeline.
No. I think he's just hiding away in the shadows somewhere. Doing his creepy Eito stuff as usual.
He's under the bed. Takumi, check! Takumi, check your fucking bag, bro!
Check for bed bugs, aka Aito. Yep, the total number of life forms in this academy. That's all of us, including Ava. Oh my god, I forgot about Ava. Fuck!
Oh,
what the hell is
okay, so Aito's not here.
Ah, shit.
Unless Aito is so far gone that he doesn't count as a light. He's shrunk himself.
Oh, fuck. Okay, wait, but where the fuck? I don't understand what's going on anymore.
Then it can't be Takumi. I don't believe it. Even though we saw the route where he was a killer. Don't think it is, because it seems too stupid.
I don't know.
And Shoma got revived. I think
Yeah.
Shoma getting revived literally put any, like, doubt. Or that seeded that sowed the seed of doubt or whatever the fuck the term is.
Okay, so if it's not Aito,
Not Aito.
then who the fuck?
Unless Aito is doing, like, a sneaky bitch thing where he's jumping in, killing people, jumping out of the timeline.
Who knows? This is a lot more confusing than I thought. It's always more confusing than I think it's going to be. Which means there are no outsiders in the school, and the culprit is really one of us. Yeah, that's what everyone believes now. Except for me and Nozomi, that is. You two still think it was an outsider that did it? I don't know, but the killer could have fled outside after stabbing Shoma, right? The possibility of that happening seemed low to me, but I forced myself not to voice those thoughts. Anyway, that's why everyone's so down. Basically, it's because they're all suspicious of one another. This isn't going to end well. Without trust, we won't be able to put a united front during the next defensive battle. Can't you do something, Takumi? I'll do what I can to help as well. Just tell me what you need. Oh, I just remembered. I finished that other thing you asked me to make a while ago, too. What thing? You know, the remote detonator that'll trigger the bomb in Ava's body? I managed to complete it after carefully investigating her body. With her consent, of course. I'm surprised she agreed, but sure.
Right?
Tsubasa rummaged through her pocket and took out something that looked like a remote control. I took it and gripped it tightly in my hand. Thanks. This puts me at ease. I'll probably add Ava to the team starting for the next battle. Okay, guys.
Alright.
I guess, why not? Yeah, that should help our combat power. The problem is getting the others to trust her. Oh well, I've done my part. The rest is up to you.
She's like, I'm out of here.
With that, she left the room. Up to me, huh? How should I do this? What was it Tsubasa said before? The killer could have fled outside after stabbing Shoma. To be honest, I didn't think they did. I had no concrete proof, but everything that had happened so far felt like part of a larger scheme that someone was orchestrating. A scheme.
When do we say orchestrating? Does really ring like Aito. Poor Gaku, man.
Yeah, he's dead the entire time. Gaku, no!
Wow.
At the very least, I was convinced the culprit wasn't going to stop at Shoma's stabbing. In that case, excluding myself, the killer must be one of the other 12 students of this academy.
Excluding yourself?
Yeah.
Even though I've been knocked out and no one died.
No, wait. Shoma was a victim. If Hideko, Tsubasa, Takimaru, and Ava were also innocent, that leaves just 7 suspects. Are we going on a fucking hunt for who the fuck it is? Gotta be Nozomi, Kyojika Yugamu, Moko, Ima, and Kurada. I never willingly choose to treat any of my friends as suspects, but as it turns out, I don't have a choice right now. I won't gain everyone's trust until I identify the real culprit. And if I don't have their trust, yes, you would fall apart and everyone would be annihilated by the invaders. The only way to prevent that from happening is to reveal the identity of the killer. You must solve this future case yourself, Takumi. That was what the boy with the undying flames said. He must have known something like this would happen. At any rate, this was the only way of resolving all this that I could think of. I have to find the culprit no matter what. I clenched my fists and resolved to devote myself to the investigation. Okay, where the hell are we going?
Collect information.
Bro, Eva's not gonna let us inside.
Yeah. Eva's depressed, big dog.
I rang the doorbell. No answer. I tried the doorknob, but it was locked. Eva, I know you're inside. Can we talk?
Hey!
I tried to track down the culprit, but I need something to go on. At that moment, a voice called out from the other side of the door.
You're awake, Mr. Sumino. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can tell you.
Come on, there's gotta be something.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
This is like...
You see, I'm suspicious of you too. I think you may have been the one who killed my dear sister.
What are you talking about? I didn't kill her. And in the first place, Kako, she...
Killed herself? Is that what you're trying to say? A preposterous suggestion. There's absolutely no reason for my dear sister to do such a thing. She had no worries, no sorrows. Even if she did develop any, she would have told me about them. My dear sister did not kill herself. I have no doubt she was murdered. Like I told you just now, I suspect that the killer may have been you, Mr. Sumino. The only reason I haven't exacted my vengeance yet is because I'm not completely sure it was you. Accidentally killing the wrong person would be playing right into the hands of the real culprit. But I might lose my sense of reason if we continue to speak much longer. Can you please leave now, while I'm still in my right mind?
I could sense that prolonging the conversation would lead nowhere. Eva refused to respond to any further attempts to talk. Okay, who else? Around. Oh, hey guys.
I'm chilling at the leisure lounge.
Shoma, how are you?
Thinking.
What are you guys doing here? If it isn't serial killer Takumi!
You're awake.
I'm not a serial killer, so stop calling me that. Anyway, I'm investigating the identity of the culprit right now. Do you mind if I ask a few questions? Wow, can you be any more shameless? The criminals were all playing as detective now? I'm not talking to you. I'm asking Shoma.
Oh, you want to know about the person who stabbed me? I've told the others a bunch of times already. I didn't get a good look at them.
Wait, I thought you were sure Takumi did it.
Yes, but it's not like I have any proof, so...
Does that mean you didn't see the culprit when you were stabbed?
No, I did see someone. They were wearing a mask.
Not a mask. How about the person's height or build or body structure?
I can't be sure. They were dressed in a long black poncho thing.
Wait, so they were wearing a mask with... the diving suit's not really like a poncho, though.
No, it's not.
Like...
Because a poncho means, like, the silhouette was pretty obscure, and I feel like the suit silhouette's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So, where the fuck did Eito get robes, bro?
Aww. You must have seen some identifiable features.
I was attacked the moment I turned around, so I'm afraid not. I screamed immediately, and before I realized it, I'd been shoved to the ground. I don't remember anything after that. I fainted after the first 2 or 3 stabs.
So, you don't even know if it was a man or a woman?
No.
Did they say anything?
Actually, I did hear something, and I was being stabbed. The person kept saying, "Die, die."
Then you should have been able to recognize the voice.
Thing is, I didn't.
Why not?
Your voice had been changed with a voice changer.
Oh, they had the stupid voice changer. God, it's gonna make things harder, man.
Yep.
A voice changer, huh? Okay, so it's not the diving suit, because he specifically said like a mask and a poncho, which is very distinct away from the diving suit. So it's probably not the sponsor one. It could still be Eito.
Eito could have found drip somewhere.
Or it could actually, I don't know, maybe it's someone else. Maybe someone else is possessed in this round. Who fucking knows? Oh my god, hey Eva, let's talk to you. You're the only sane person here. Hey Eva, we have a bomb. We have a detonator for your bomb now. Takumi, long time no see. I heard you were out cold for a while. I woke up all of a sudden for some reason. I'm glad you did. Is there something I can help you with today? There was no point asking Eva about the case, so I decided to talk about something else. Do you remember what you told me before? It was bothering me that much. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here, or telling you the truth and joining your side. And then you said you decided to take your chances with us, right? Yes, I will no longer try to self-destruct in everyone's presence, for the reasons I previously explained. Then, will you fight with us instead? What? Veshtus, the one who betrayed you, is still alive, right? By joining us in battle, you will personally take revenge against her and her underling. Is that why Tsubasa asked to conduct a thorough investigation of my body the other day? So that if I ever tried anything, your team would be able to detonate the bomb inside my body remotely? Using the device she made? Yes, but I just want to make one thing clear. I didn't ask for the device because I'm suspicious. It's just something that's needed to put the others at ease. Ava thought for a while about what I said. Alright, you saved my life, so if there's anything I could do to help you, I'll do it. Thank you. Unfortunately, you'll still have to wait for a while before I can let you out of here. I need to clear with the others first. Understood. I will wait. Man, she's a lot nicer when you give her back her mask.
Yep. And also don't lobotomize her.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Hideko. We're in the morgue. I see.
Hey.
All these bodies. Hideko, you were here the other day too. What's so interesting about this place? I wanted to investigate Kako's body again. What about you? I'm here to investigate the case as well. As if your clumsy brain could ever bring us closer to the truth. Oh, be quiet. Hideko decided to repeat herself in a hushed voice. As if your clumsy brain. What the hell is going on?
Hey!
You know that's not what I meant. Anyway, have you already looked at Kako's body? Yes, and the other two as well. Huh? Eito and Gaku too? Didn't we already check Gaku's body on day 24? Yes, but something happened to make me realize I need to check it again. I've discovered two surprising facts after reinvestigating Kako's body. Surprising facts? The first concerns her cryptoglobin. Her body's been almost completely drained of it. Oh.
Alright, Takumi's back on the table, everybody.
Well, Takumi doesn't drain cryptoglobin, though.
Okay.
Because he just kind of leaves it everywhere to, like, make sure that they're dead. Like, I don't think he ever, like, actually, like, drained people once. They were all pretty, like, bloody when they were found. So, like, I don't know, I just feel like poisoning is just not something that he does.
Nope.
Because it's kind of like, oh, it's first off, it's not probably like takes, not to take a bit, but it's kind of, it's pretty like,
yeah,
pretty tame way of killing. And the Gi Takumi's all about like, yes, revel in the kill, the hunt. So, but then who the hell took it? I mean, it could be Eito. Because, like, you know, I feel like he would want that.
He would probably want his power back.
He likes, you know, take it. He like, and he does like the underhanded killings too, like, you know, killing when you're asleep or something.
Yeah.
So,
he does like being a little shit like that.
What? There's a cut on her ankle. Her body was likely moved somewhere and hung up for an extended amount of time. Ew.
Hung.
Ew.
I feel like. Whatever. I was gonna be like, I feel like the Revival-matic would have said something, but it's stupid, so I guess.
It was returned here after being almost completely drained of cryptoglobin. When? I'll get to that later. Let me tell you about my other discovery first.
Wait, are they saying that they did that after she died?
Oh!
Like, after she was already dead, someone went and, like...
took all her blood? Ew. Wait, what the hell is that?
So, like, a post-death, like... That's even harder to do.
Hideko walked to Kako's body and removed the sheet that was covering it. So is she like a blackened corpse then? No. Then she flipped the body over and what I saw flabbergasted me. What the hell?
An orb.
Marks of a stolen heart. Huh? They took out her heart?
Eito.
What? Somebody cut a hole in her back, smashed her ribs, and dug her heart out. The Heart Ripper from Zero Escape!
Oh my god.
Why would anybody do that?
Crossover.
Before we talk about that, check the other bodies as well. Don't tell me they also have their hearts ripped out. I did as I was told and flipped Eito and Gaku's bodies over, only to see the exact same marks on them.
Eden hearts.
Wait, huh? Wait, so was this all done after though?
Yeah.
There's no way that we would have missed something. And also, Takumi was the one that killed Eito. So like, and he didn't fucking rip out his heart.
No.
We would have seen
okay,
that.
So Takumi's back. He's off the table again. So, okay. So, all of these bodies had their hearts taken out post-mortem.
Yes. Someone went in the morgue, it was like...
Yes.
It's mine now.
It's mine. Probably ate it, like Hannibal Lecter style.
Who the fuck would do that? Because I don't know if
And then
Future Angel would
also-
do that. Like,
Yeah, also, like, drain the rest of the blood.
Yeah.
Like Kako.
yeah, and that's like, why would you do that? Because I feel like if you want the hemoanima, and if it's Ato, then he could just, suck it normally, like the rest of us.
I wonder if they are trapped, or like if they are like in the escape pod room,
Maybe.
and like are using it as fuel.
I guess, yeah, that would be a thing.
Though, like, the only reason we needed the fuel beforehand was because probably Gi Takumi like stabbed the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Tank.
someone drained the tank.
This is weird.
This is very odd, and it's like nothing that has happened before, so I'm like...
No, the knowledge of Slasher Route does not help in this situation.
Not particularly. A large empty cavity on their backs. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What indeed? Why are you so calm about this? Their hearts have been removed from their bodies. I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you. When did this happen? When we investigated Gaku's body on day 24, his back was still intact. It still was on day 27, too. I checked Ato and Gaku's bodies when we moved Kaku's body here. Nobody had holes in their backs at that point in time. So this happened sometime when Takumi was unconscious. And I'm assuming that he wasn't left alone for an extended
No, I think
amount of
Nozomi
time.
like stayed there the whole time.
Which means that it shouldn't be him, right? Unless it's the stupid double Takumi.
Double Takumi or
fuck it, man.
double from or future or other timeline agent.
That means it must have happened sometime after the night of day 27. The perpetrator likely did the deed to all three at the same time. That may have been when they extracted Kako's cryptoglobin as well. Okay, so they did it after. Ooh. Simple logic dictates that the culprit behind the series of events did it. But why? How should I know what the culprit is up to? Perhaps they are simply a lunatic who collects hearts as a hobby, or a gourmet who enjoys a spot of grilled myocardia with a lemon on top. Both examples are crazy, but not out of the realm of possibility, Tasumi.
True.
You live with a bunch of freaks! There's just one thing I can't seem to figure out. Why were the hearts extracted from the back?
It is quite strange.
Making an opening in the chest would make removing them so much easier. Why go about it this way?
Unless they don't want them to know.
Neither of us could come up with anything feasible, so we decided to investigate the bodies again. But there was not a single further clue to be found. Okay. Well, that's interesting, I guess.
Alright, how you going?
What have you found?
I found these 3 hearts in the
I was having a snack. Don't know what it is.
Would you like some mystery meat I've prepared? Ah, medicine, one of mankind's most eminent inventions of sustaining life and dealing death.
Oh.
How can I help you today, Takumi?
I told Yugami that I was investigating the case.
Does that include Kako's death too?
Yes, the suspicious circumstances of her death bother me as well. My main objective was to solve the attempted murder of Shoma, but that didn't mean it was my only concern. Any information that might help solve Kako's case would be more than welcome. There were other cases to think about as well, like serious destruction and Gaku's murder. But I hadn't found any further clues to those cases despite my thorough investigation on day 24. So I decided to focus on Shoma's case first, while the trail was still fresh. Is there something bothering you about Kako's case?
Yes, there is. Remember her cause of death.
She'd ingested tetrodotoxin, an extremely potent poison. When we found her, she was holding a bottle labeled TTX tightly in her right hand.
That bottle was originally from the Spio Lab.
So, the poison was taken from here?
that would appear to be the case. Whether by Kako, or who then killed herself with it, or by someone else who used it to kill Kako.
Is this room open to everyone?
Sure it is. There's no lock on the door and the cabinets are unsecure too. Anyone could have taken it at any time. Someone also stole some gamma file, plus syringes and needles to administer it.
Wait, they also stole the anesthetic too? Gamma feel, the substance you used to knock Ima out on day 27?
The very same.
Huh? But if it's still here, it hasn't been stolen, right?
There are multiple bottles here. Several are missing. Didn't happen recently either. First noticed the missing bottles on day 27. When I came here to get supplies needed to help with Ima, I saw that there were already some missing.
Why would the killer do that?
We don't know for sure if the killer was the one who stole them. The thing is, at the proper dilution, the substance can numb the body's pain and emotional receptors without causing loss of consciousness. Perhaps that was what the thief wanted to use it for.
Cool.
Okay, so probably, if I had to guess, it was probably used on Kako, too. Like knocking her out.
I guess.
Like diluting it enough so she's like unwary of what's going on. Use that voice changer, make the killer sound like Ima to lure her somewhere.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I don't think it would have been used on Shoma, because Shoma was like...
He died pretty quickly.
Yeah.
From what he said, at least.
Hey girlies, what are we doing?
Oh, you're still in the cafeteria. To us now. We are in the midst of a very serious discussion.
Nozomi just refuses to listen to reason.
What's the discussion about? I still don't believe the culprit is one of us. I'm trying to tell everyone to stop being so suspicious of each other. You saw the device's total for the number of life forms in the school? Yes, but that doesn't prove the crimes were inside jobs. The culprit must have fled outside the wall of fire after stabbing Shoma. And we're trying to tell you that is not possible.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a killer who would stop at one or two victims.
They clearly said they wanted to kill everyone, both in the tape recording and that first message. But I just can't. Takumi, say something. Huh? Well... I stared hard because I was more in line with Kurada's way of thinking than Nozomi's. I did feel bad for Nozomi, so I decided to simply avoid committing for now. Of course he does. Sorry, I just remembered I have something I needed to do.
Oh my god.
Gotta go, bye! Wait, Takumi! Hey, come back here, please!
Takumi.
God damn it.
Little shit.
I ignored Nozomi's pleas and quickly bolted out of the room and into the hallway. Okay. Right.
We didn't even play a little bit of devil's advocate.
I went to the gym last. When I stepped inside, I saw that Tsubasa and Takemaru were already there. Hey guys, what's going on here?
Ayo.
Tsubasa, Takemaru, perfect timing. I need to ask you guys about something. What is it? Remember the voice changer you showed me in the garage the other day? Is it still there?
Shoma told you about the culprit using the voice changer, huh?
Yeah, he did. You guessed right, Takumi. The device is gone missing. I knew it. The culprit stole it, huh? I think so. When did you realize it was gone? On day 28, the day Shoma regained consciousness. I went to the garage to check after hearing his story and...
The voice changer was already gone?
Yeah, without anyone realizing. She showed us the voice changer on the afternoon of day 24. So it was there on day 24, someone took it.
Yes.
Sometime in between then and killed Shoma. So it must have been still between that time and the morning of day 27 before Shoma got stabbed. What are you two doing here though?
I did a lot of thinking myself while you were out, and I just can't believe that Kako killed herself.
Me too. At first, suicide seemed like the only possibility based on the situation. After listening to Hideko though, I started to realize how unnatural the whole thing seemed.
But if she was killed, how'd the culprit get away? That's what we need to figure out.
And so here we are.
Maybe there's a secret tunnel or something here that we totally missed, you know?
You guys should check under the stage.
Yeah.
We're all here to do the same thing then. You mean... Yes, Kako died under such mysterious circumstances that I can't stop thinking about it.
Let's check out the place together.
Yeah, and we can trust each other since all three of us here are safers. Oh, is that what we're calling
Safers? Okay.
Safer? Those of us that can be safely removed from the list of suspects. Safers.
That's true.
Okay, cool. And thus we began to investigate the gym. We went around knocking out walls and floors to check for hidden doors. They better find this room. Some time passed before Takemaru shouted at us from the stage. Oh, thank God.
Hey, come over here! Found something crazy!
He was standing at a corner of the stage. Tsubasa and I hurried over. What in the world? No, wait. There really was a hidden tunnel. Or should I say, a hidden ladder? I checked this place before, but I found nothing. What did you do?
Told you, I got a dog's hearing. Knocked on the floor and knew right away there was an empty space underneath. Then I groped around the surface and what do you know? Rotatable handle came flipping out. Grabbed the handle, pulled it, and there you have it.
Let's go down and see. Let's go see what's down there. Yeah.
Okay, so Tsubasa didn't know about this yet.
No, I guess she just found it out later during the killing game round. We slowly made our way down a long ladder. Eventually, I felt my toes touching solid ground. What I saw there was... Isn't this...
You know this thing?
Yeah, remember what I told you before? This is the escape pod that deploys on the last day. Huh? No way!
Damn.
Does that mean if we can get inside?
We can go to the artificial satellite?
We ran to the entrance of the pod and checked the door. There was a note pinned to it. The door to this pod automatically opens at day 100. No manual override available. Unless you're commune, I guess.
Yeah.
Despite the note, we kept looking around for a way to open it manually. However, we were unable to find anything. Nope, this thing can't be opened from outside.
How about we use a crowbar and pry it open?
And the pod becomes useless because outer space is a vacuum. So we have no choice but to wait until day 100. We'll have to give up on the idea of boarding the pod before then.
Shit.
By the way, have you guys forgotten why we came down here in the first place?
Of course not. We're trying to solve the locked room case, aren't we?
Yeah, Hideko and I thoroughly investigated the gym after discovering Kako's body. But if the killer had been hiding in the storeroom or the ladder shaft at that time, you couldn't possibly have found them.
Then after you and Hiroko left the gym, killer got out and walked through the exit like nothing ever happened.
Which means Kako really was killed. We don't have concrete proof of that yet. However, this does disprove the previous notion that it couldn't possibly have been murder. Wait. Assuming for a moment she was murdered, wouldn't that also prove the killer was an outsider? Because when we found Kako's body, Takemaru, Shoma, and I were in the infirmary, whereas everyone else was in the gym.
No, not everyone else. Two are missing. That's right, Darumi and Ima.
Okay, but I don't think it's them.
Ima couldn't have been the killer. Worshipped the ground she walked on. Darumi, though, said she was playing slots or something. She could have been lying through her teeth.
But it's always possible that an outsider did it.
You made that life detection device yourself, unless you're telling us that you made that number up.
I did no such thing. That was the correct number, but the killer could have already gone away by the time I finished making the device, right? Just then, I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. An item on the ground next to the cockpit of the escape pod. It caught my eye for some reason and I walked slowly over to pick it up.
Hey, what's that?
A handkerchief? So it seems.
I see something embroidered on it.
That reads IT. Is it Eva's initials?
Because Ima's last name starts with a T.
Yes. So...
And it seems like Ima would have such a thing. Information technology?
Or maybe just it as in it girl? Could it be referring to the initials of a name?
Ima.
Tsukumo?
Yeah, that's
There's
his
no
last
way
name.
it was him, bro.
Dude, there's no
I
way.
refuse to believe it was Eva.
I'm telling you, bro, the fucking... I'm just gonna say Ito. Freaking Eito did it, because fuck Eito. I'm telling you, Eito took that voice changer and, pretended to be Ima and lured Kako out.
Yeah,
while,
that would make sense.
When she, and then, drugged her.
Yeah. When we exited the gym, we saw that it was already nighttime. I asked Takemaru Tsubasa to gather the others before ending the Eva's room set. Oh my god, we're doing this now.
No! Oh my god.
Come on, Eva. I need to ask you about something. Somehow I felt like he would keep hiding if I told him about the handkerchief, so I decided not to say anything for now. We found a clue that might lead us to Kako's killer. I made that assertion even though I had no solid proof she had been killed because I wanted to get him out of the room. A short while later, I heard the door being opened. And then Ema appeared from behind it.
You believed me about my dear sister being murdered.
Yes. Can you come with me? Slowly but surely, Eva nodded in assent.
Oh, don't harass this poor boy.
Takemaru Tsubasa and I took everyone to the storeroom where the escape pod was being held. We told them how we found the place and how the pod could only be used on day 100. After climbing back out, we all headed to the cafeteria.
Huh?
So what was the clue that you found?
Before that, I need to check something with Dadami. On day 27, when we found Kako's body, were you really playing slots at that time? Huh? You're so suspicious of me? Then check the machine's play log, though you'll know for sure I was playing around that time. And how could I possibly stab Shoma if I'd been hiding in that storeroom the whole time? The only way out of that place is through that tunnel, right? I wouldn't have been able to get out of the gym until the coast was clear. Mayhaps you clambered out of the escape pod's elevator shaft? I know, Spider-Woman. And that shaft has no footholds. It's impossible to climb. The ceiling of that shaft is covered with a thick wall. It's not something that can be opened by human hands. How about this? You were the one who killed Kako, but not the one who stabbed Shoma. You're suggesting there were two culprits? Indeed I am. And does the number 2 ring any bells with regard to the situation?
When we found Shoma's body, there were 2 people missing from the scene. You're suspicious of me as well.
Ewa's face twisted into a grimace. I hesitated for a moment when I saw his expression, but decided to show everyone the handkerchief we had found. This is the clue I was talking about. We found it in the escape pod storeroom.
The letters IT have been embroidered on it.
Are these initials?
What did that refer to? Ima Tsukumo?
I thought so. This is your handkerchief, right, Ema? And the fact that it was in the storeroom means... Sir, Ema killed Lady Kako!
Are you out of your mind? Me? Kill my own very dear sister? Didn't think it was possible either. Unless Ema was the one who stabbed Shoma and Darby was the one who killed Kako. Ema dropped a handkerchief in the storeroom when he was casting the joint.
I told you it wasn't me!
You think Miss Amamiya and I were accomplices? And that I tactically approved of my dear sister's murder? That's no different than accusing me of killing my dear sister myself. You're all crazy. Can't believe that the thought even crossed your minds. So you deny the charge? Of course I do.
Then explain yourself. Why was your handkerchief in the storeroom?
That's because... You see, you're feeling guilty. No. No. No, 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 no!
Oh, there he goes. Ema dashed out of the cafeteria screaming. Wait, Ema! We all dashed after him. Ema grabbed the fire extinguisher in the entrance hall before running outside. We followed him as he ran out of the building. He was running at full speed through the schoolyard and none of us could catch up. Finally, he tore through the wall of fire and ran to the other side. We followed behind. Where the hell is he going?
Ema!
When we got to the city ruins, something unexpected happened. All of a sudden, a large object shaped like an onion appeared out of nowhere and captured Ema, who had been running ahead of us. What? You mean an
onion? Where the fuck are we right now, dog?
What onion? Ema!
The onion?
The onion object then flew high up into the air with Ema and vanished out of sight. He just got abducted by an onion! What just happened? And what was that thing? I'd seen that onion-shaped thing before in the previous timeline. You have? That was probably a commander. Wait, is it
Oh
the
fuck!
fucking?
Is it the commander that like eats people?
Wait, is it? Wait, you mean the one that got Ema before?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that was an onion.
I was thinking either that or the large whale-ass looking guy.
Might
you know?
be the whale. I guess the whale does fly.
He kind of looks. I don't know. Is he an onion-shaped? He's like. There's not a whole lot of like onion-shaped ones, right? Oh yeah, it's this guy.
I didn't know that he could scoop things up.
Lady slaughters her
I mean, he can deposit things, so I guess he's like a blimp. Maybe like you know he got that UFO thing.
Now I'm wondering how he scooped them up.
I don't know. This is so random. What the hell? What do you mean this guy was just here and was like, whoop, this is mine now.
Are you serious? He was been captured by the enemy? No way.
That can't be true. It's alright. We could probably figure out where they went. What? You know how Ema's been rather emotionally unstable lately, right? So much so I thought he might just end up going missing one day.
You
so
put a tracker on his ass?
I secretly planted a transmitter in his body when bringing food to him. Wow. He ate it. We should be able to see where they took him to the war room. You clever girl, you.
Dude, you fed him like you feed a dog medicine.
Yeah.
Putting a fucking transmitter inside a hot dog.
Okay, let's all head back for now. We'll find out where the fuck this guy went.
It's almost 8
Maybe
o'clock,
next
by the
time.
way.
Maybe we'll do that next.
Yeah.
You know what? Ema can wait. We don't need to save him right now. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Emo being said, oh my god. Oh wait, we can't put him back in. Oh wait, no, we can. We can put him in Siri's body again.
Oh, again. Oh my god, this has all been one day. Because I was like, oh, we'll play this one day. And then I was like, this day has been going on for the longest. I guess they're making it for the 10 days that
That's
they
true.
skipped before. God damn it. Well, maybe we'll figure out what's going on. So we got heart ripping, Hemo Anima draining some weird ass murder cases, and then Eva getting abducted by the
Like unconventional killing methods.
Like there's so many random things that are just going on. I feel like because in the Killing Game round it was pretty like okay, everything relates to the Killing Game in some shape or form.
Yeah.
This is just like, bro, what the hell is
slasher
even
round
happening?
is Takumi gets knocked out, someone dies by stabbing.
Yeah.
The body is found pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So this is all like really malicious. Or like really like meticulous.
It's just like Danganronpa.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have a class trial.
Wow.
Seriously.
And then everyone's gonna be like, it's you, Takumi, and Takumi's gonna be like, no, I have to surf in my mind.
No, I chose there for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, we'll save that for next time. Maybe we'll find out what happens. Maybe we won't. Probably not. It's fucking fun.
You know, so there's something else. Something else is gonna pop up that we're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Like, where the hell were you? Okay, well, goodbye.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
What the fuck?
I hate not
Sorry,
knowing
this
things.
thumbnail in
The thumbnail